morning, I did it. Don't mind me. It's too early and I'm cold. I don't know if I'm gonna stay on camera this whole time. But I wanted to let you guys see that I'm awake. Nobody had to wake me. Carla never had to call me. My alarm didn't even wake me up. So, and my husband remembered to put the alarm where it needed to go. And I shut it off before it went off. But I didn't sleep great last night. So good morning, everyone. Marky, Austin James, Carla, Kevin. Hey, guess what? Jenna Moon's in the house. Misdemeanor. Leo's wife. Well, good morning, everybody. How did everybody sleep last night? I know I talked to a couple of people this morning, and I think a lot of people had the same kind of thing. A lot of people said they did not sleep great last night. I slept, but I didn't sleep sound. I woke up a couple of times. I got up to get a drink. I got up to go to the bathroom. I just tossed and turned. But I woke up this morning and I'm I'm awake. And everybody was awake. Everybody. It was so funny. I was stuck in a Girl Scout rabbit hole. Oh no, misdemeanor. Yeah, you'll have to come tell me about your rabbit hole. Because I told you, that's the hard thing about looking into cases, because you can get stuck in those rabbit holes and you don't know what's real, what's not. And I was like, everybody was like, oh, you could take a nap. No, can't take a nap today. No nap today, because at noon, I think at noon, maybe 11:30, I have a little girl that I'm watching to help out a friend. Because as you all know, with this pandemic going on, a lot of parents are struggling to find daycare, and they have to work, and without somebody to watch their kids, they can't work. And my friend and her husband were in that situation. They both work full time, and they have a little girl, and the wife works in the school system. Well, she is made to go back to school. She's like helping with like lunches and stuff. I guess they give them out to the kids in the community or stuff. So she was making bag lunches and stuff, and she's trying to get her classroom ready at the same time, because they're still kind of up in the air here on what they're going to do with the little kids for school. So right now, her daughter isn't in school, and she was like, I need somebody to watch her or I'm going to lose my job, because I can't leave her home by herself. So I offered, and another friend of ours offered. So on the days that I can't do it, our other friend's going to do it for her. And just to see the relief on her face, I can't imagine what everybody is going through that are trying to, keep their house afloat, keep their jobs going, and trying to do this school thing. I can only imagine. So my heart goes out to you guys. I mean, I am blessed enough that my kids are older now. My youngest graduated is it going on 2 years? It's going on 2 years now. He graduated. So, and before that, it was 4 years. So I'm glad that my kids aren't in school, but I'm glad that I'm able to help out. They've been giving the food from the schools out to the kids. Yes, Kevin, that's what she's doing. She basically offered, and they're making bag lunches. So she goes in for a couple hours in the morning and bags up lunches, and then they go around the district and hand out the food to the kids that might need, reduced lunch or free lunch. So they're knowing that the kids are eating, which is, I think, is an awesome thing. Um, and then she's staying to try to get her classroom ready to figure out. And like she said, from right now, it sounds like she'll be going to school full time, but the kids are going to be going part time. I think what they're going to do is, from what she said, um, like 2 days, one set of kids go, the other 2 days, another set of kids go. And then on that last day, they're going to do like a half a day where some kids go till noon and then they go home and another set of kids come in till 4. I don't know. She still says it's so up in the air and they're just frustrated. So I can only imagine how all of you guys are feeling, the people that have kids that are trying to stay working. Hey, Nanya. I saw you this morning. I felt bad last night. Nanya, I did a crime live for anybody that missed it. And Nanya had snuck in. And she's like, you didn't say hi to me. I'm like, I might not have been looking at my screen, but I see you, Nanya. I see you. Jenna, that's how they're talking about the grade schools, except Wednesdays they have off. Don't forget this. Yeah, yeah, so I don't know. I feel bad. I just feel bad. So other than that, it's good. Oh, I know. I was just picking Nanya. Um, but yeah, my dogs are not happy that I'm up. I took a picture. I don't know if I can. Oh, I might be able to grab it because usually I'm not up this early. I'm usually up between 8 and 8:30, which they don't mind. Well, I was up at 6:45 this morning, and my dog is literally sitting next to my desk right here, looking at me like, "What are you doing?" Like, we're supposed to still be in bed. I want to go to sleep. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the picture so I can show you guys because it's so funny. Let me see. All right. Oh, can I only see it if I do it this way? Oh, I have to save the image. That's right. Save image. Did that work? Oh, I don't want to save it. I can copy it. Bear with me, guys. It's just funny. He looks so sad. Why isn't it working? I'm able to find it. I don't want to dox myself, so hold on. I saved it to my computer, so I don't dox myself. Really? How come it's never like this when I do it for you, Carla? That's crazy. I'm not doing all that. Okay, maybe you guys won't be able to see it. Because I don't know why it's being a pain. Oh, I could do it. See why? All right, there it is. Look at him. Does he look sad? I think he looks sad. I didn't want to do it too long because I couldn't really block it out, and I don't know. But doesn't he look sad? Welcome to my world, Jenna. Does anybody want to come up and chit chat with me? Carla, are you enjoying your morning? You're gonna have to come tell everybody what you're doing. let every he wants back to bed. He really does. He's just sitting here with these sad, he's like nudging my leg with his nose every few minutes. He's nudging my leg, and then I look at him and he puts his head down, and then he'll look up at me and he's got the saddest eyes, like, can we go back to bed? Are we gonna get a nap today? I saw the thought bubble above his head. He isn't happy. He isn't. The little one, he's like up on the couch with the cats, like, oh, I'm going back to bed. I don't know about you, but my big dog is like, he's my sidekick when my husband's not home. So, but Carla, you want to come up? I put the link in the chat. Oh, I love the name, Carla.
Hi.
Hello, good
I'm
morning.
being
Good
a
morning.
lazy biatch today.
You are being a lazy
Oh, I
biatch.
feel so good.
I
Feels so
bet.
good to lay in bed and just watch someone else get up early in the morning.
I bet. Cause it was so funny. Cause I had wrote, "Good morning," and she's like, "Oh, you're up. I was just about to call you."
I
And I
was.
was like,
So we're minutes to 7. And I'm
I
like,
was
I'm
like,
not waiting till 7. I'm like, phone her now. And then you were like, good morning. Yay!
yeah. And she was like,
Oh,
and then she was like, "So how are you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm good, but I didn't sleep the greatest." She's like, oh, "Are you gonna? Do you want to go live?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm good." She's like, "Oh, good," because I didn't want to get out of bed. It was so funny. Good morning, Shauna.
how come you didn't sleep good?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. I just we kind of had hold on. Let me look in my directions of ears. We had a family heart to heart last night. We'll just put it like that. We had a family heart to heart last night, and I think that sometimes gets, as a mom, as a wife, it gets to you. Even though, don't get me wrong, the family heart to heart was a good talk. I don't know, it just left me thinking more, and worrying more. I think sometimes family talks or any kind of talks can make you think even more. Maybe it's just me, but I just couldn't sleep well. Good morning, Remy.
morning,
Oh,
Remy.
I look fresh this morning. Yeah.
You actually
I,
do.
I don't know
I look like
how.
crap.
I literally rolled out of bed, put my bathrobe on, flipped up my hair, and I kind of went in, and I think it's the new lighting.
Morning,
I really
Amanda
do.
Ray. Morning,
Good
dog.
morning.
My family needs to sit the fuck down. Oops. Sit the fuck down and have a long walk. A long talk.
I know. All right.
If my husband wants a long talk, it's usually about how much money I spent.
Right? But I really do. I think it's the new. Oh, here comes Leo's wife. I think it's the new lighting. Because, look, I can make it really, really bright, which is way too bright for this
Good
morning.
morning, bitches.
Good
Good morning,
morning.
bitch.
I thought I'd get on for a little bit while I'm outside with the dogs before I get to work. So I've already cleaned the kitchen and the puppies wanted to come out. So I was like, okay, we'll come out. I'll sit outside for a little bit, talk to y'all. And then I go.
Look,
And
it is
I'm
the
video
summer
chatting with my
and
daughter.
spring and summer
Yeah.
catalog.
Okay, I'll send you a new one, baby girl.
This is the one. These are we were talking
Yeah.
about Scentsy this morning. This is the scratch and sniff I have. And my favorite one was Berry Bright.
Yeah, we still have Very Bright, actually, this catalog, but I'll send you a new catalog.
Yeah. Because all I got from you this time was a little, like, pamphlet thing. I don't know where it is. It was like, here it is. This is what I got from you this time. Instead of a catalog, I got, like, a pamphlet. That's what you sent me. The
Right,
fall
that's
and
all the
winter.
new stuff. Yeah, because that's because you just gotta thank you.
Right.
Yeah, I'll send
Exactly.
it. It's not a big
Okay. Well, I can always go to your website too. I mean,
deal.
right?
Okay.
Because the catalog's right there. Instead of you having to mail me something, I can always look in the catalog. Do you mind if I ask how your M's? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, oh yeah, I gotta check my mail for my happy mail from Leo's wife. Samara hasn't looked at for her happy mail
Yeah, she
yet.
gets Happy Meal. She's got some thank you Happy Meal.
So how did you sleep last night, Leo's wife?
Like doo doo.
You did
Felt
too,
like I
huh?
was sleeping next to a freaking freight train. And you know, I was like, what in the hell has he done? I mean, it was like he got drunk and went to sleep. You know how that is, you know? But
Yeah.
I know he took a Benadryl before he went to bed because everything's drying out here. So our allergies are starting to act up. And we were outside so much this past weekend at my mom's. And oh my, I was trying to listen to Diane and Wendy, and I couldn't even hear them over him.
Oh
I was
wow, he
like,
was
are
really snoring.
I mean, it was like the old days in Voice and Laura's Patreon, and I'd be talking to y'all, and you'd be like, "Who is that?" And I'd be like, "Oh, that's my husband." You know?
Yeah, he's snoring.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
He's snoring.
husband, my husband probably has him beat. I feel like sticking a dirty sock in his mouth sometimes.
I don't know how
He's
you
like,
guys do it. I
oh,
don't know how
he's
you
the
guys can
loudest
Oh.
sleep
snorer
next to somebody
ever.
that snores.
Well,
I
once I'm
can't do
I
asleep,
it.
kick
I'm
him out of
fine.
bed
Once I'm
if I'm really
asleep,
tired.
I can sleep through anything.
But how do you fall asleep? Like, my stepfather used to snore. And let me tell you, my stepfather snored so loud, it didn't matter that he was in his bedroom with his door closed, and I was in my bedroom with my door closed. I could still hear that man snore, and it would drive me crazy. And I would go, Mom, will you push him, roll him over? I would go in her room and be like, Mom, I can't go to sleep. My stepdad is snoring. Can you roll him or something? And then like my mother, when we go away, my mother snores. So we'll get a hotel together, a hotel room, and I'll have my bed and she'll have her bed. I literally have to fall asleep before her so I can sleep through the night. Because once I'm asleep, you're right, I'm
Yeah,
good.
I'm good.
But if
Yeah,
she falls asleep before me and starts snoring, I'm up all night. I don't know how you guys do it.
I snore too,
Yep,
though.
I'm going to bed
So,
before him and taking a sleeping pill. That's the
Or
only
putting him
way.
in
That's
another
the only way.
room.
If I don't and I'm awake before he goes to sleep, I'm always hitting his back. I'm always hitting his back, and I'll like move over on your side because when he's on his side, like
Yeah.
sleeping on his side, he doesn't snore.
right.
So
Hmm.
I'll say that, and he'll go, "I am on my side." He thinks I'm saying, "Get on your side of the bed." I'm saying, "No,
Yeah,
get on your
that's what
fucking
my husband
side.
does too.
I am on my side. I am on my side."
Yeah.
Well, because he lays on his back with his arm up over his head to sleep, and he
Uh-huh.
snores even louder. So I'll say, "Get on your side. Get on your." I am on my side. You're
Oh,
not.
that's a good
I'm
idea,
not. I'm
Ems.
not sleeping. Because the good one is, I'm not sleeping. Well, then you're snoring while you're awake, because you're snoring.
My mother wants me to go away with her this weekend. She wants me to go to Ocean City, Maryland this weekend with her to go visit my niece. She moved down to Maryland for a job, and she's got a house right on the boardwalk, or like right on the beach on Ocean City, Maryland's beach. So she wants me to go and meet all her roommates and everything like that. So my mom's been wanting me to go. And I haven't really made up my mind if I want to go or not. And we're gonna rent a hotel. So now I'm gonna use M's is thing. She says I wear headphones every single night. So if
Yep.
anyone in the house
Yep.
snores, I can't hear them. That is
I
a
wear earbuds and put music on really loud.
really.
I would rather hear loud music in my ears than a freaking snore. I don't know. It irritates me. I want to smack them in the face.
Yeah.
I do. Like, because you can't sleep. And
Well,
then he
No.
used to get mad at me
Carla,
because I'd
your
go,
husband's in the freezer in the basement.
"Oh,
Stop
that's
playing.
right, cut up in pieces."
Right. He's your
Well, he
ghost, don't
snores
you
pretty
know?
loud from there, let me tell you. But
He's not.
I used to go lay down on the couch downstairs just because I would shut the door and I'd still hear him snoring. That's how loud it is. I swear to God, I am not joking. He is like
I know.
the loudest. And I asked his daughter because, you know,
Yeah, I
this was
can't do
my second
snoring.
marriage. I said, "How could you stand it?" She goes, "I stuck a sock in his mouth." So it's not my imagination.
Oh, Amanda Ray, you need to hear talking when when
Quit
you
it.
sleep because you come from a family of seven. My
Oh,
cousin, my aunt had seven children, so it used to be a madhouse at her house. When I was a kid, I would go over there because she would be like, "Well, what's what? One more. I got seven. Like one more kid in my house, I won't even realize she's there, so she can spend the night." And I used to love going over there because I'm 6 years younger than my brother. So my brother was with all his teenage friends. He was so much older than me. So I didn't hang out with him. So it was like I was my only child because me and my brother had such a big age gap. So I used to love going to her house because there was always something to do with seven kids. You know, there if one kid didn't want to play with you, you could go find six others to go play with. So, yeah. hmm I've always been one to need the TV on to sleep, but now I use my phone. I need noise. See, I used to before I met my husband, I used to listen to music. I used to turn on the radio and listen to Delilah. Shauna probably knows exactly who I'm talking about, but it's a radio
Oh
station.
yeah, I know her
I
too.
used to
Yeah.
listen
Yeah,
to her. I used to
yeah,
listen to her. I loved her. I always listened
yeah,
to her in my car. You know,
yeah.
if I
So
was
you would
driving at night.
listen to Delilah, or I would pick country music to listen
Oh,
to
is she
fall
still on?
asleep.
Does Delilah,
I
is
think
she
she
still
still
on?
is. I
Because
think
I
she
used to
still
work
Yes,
is.
night
she's
shift
still
when I
on.
waitress.
She is still on.
And
I
when
know
I drove
she
home, I listened to her because I loved her music.
I know she
Yeah.
took a break for a while when her son committed suicide.
Oh,
Um,
did
Yes.
he?
yeah,
Yes, he
one of her
did.
Oh,
sons did. Yeah, and then she
Yeah.
came back, and now she's exactly the same as she's been all those years. You know, she's so sweet sounding. You know, but yeah, she's still on because I heard her the other night when I was on my way home from my mom's house. Guys, I think she comes on like around 7 or 8 here.
Yeah, she comes on around dusk, you know. Everyone has Delilah. I didn't know that. I just thought it was just in our area, but I didn't know Delilah was everywhere. But I used to listen to her because I loved how people would call in and tell their
yeah,
story, and then she would pick a song that went with the story
yeah.
or whatever. And so that's how I
Love
went to
her.
sleep. Well, then I met my husband, and my husband hated the radio, but he had to sleep with a fan going. It didn't matter. Winter, summer, it didn't matter. Always a fan. So I adapted. I was like, okay, fine. I won't listen to music. And now, even when I go to a hotel, I bring my fan with me because I cannot sleep without the noise of the fan. It's so funny. She was uplifting, Kevin. Yep.
Oh yes, I have two fans, and we always take one with us to the hotel. Yeah, always.
Yeah, I always have to bring a fan because you know at the hotel they have that box thing. It looks like a big old, I don't know, big old box. And it's all sometimes it's a hit or miss. Either they're way loud or too quiet. So I don't like uh, relying on them. Oh my God, that's my guy. He brings his fan when he goes away too. I need my fan. We even because we used to like to camp, we even bought a fan that we could use while we were camping, just so we could hear the noise. It's so funny. Does anybody eat HelloFresh or in the chat or anything? I haven't tried it. I've never tried HelloFresh. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. I heard that the meals are really good, but I haven't tried it. But I have this coupon for 10 free meals with a purchase. So it sounds like I can buy one meal and enjoy 10 free meals. But I don't know if I'll ever use it. So if anybody in the chat has HelloFresh and you want, you can email me and I'll give you the code and you guys can use it. But maybe because you already probably have an order, you won't be able to. I think it's for new people.
Guys, I'll be right back. I got to make a quick phone call and I'll be right back.
All right, we'll be here. But nobody's eaten HelloFresh? I really want to know. Because, I mean, I've seen, like, other creators talk about it because, you know, they're being sponsored by HelloFresh. And they say it's really good. But I don't know. Smokey P, good morning. Captain Obvious, good morning. How is Smokey P this morning? I think Carla left me. She got lost in her pillow.
I'm listening. I'm getting messages. I'm reading my messages.
Oh, well, you're allowed to do that. It's your day off. You're allowed to. It's your day off. Yeah, it's your day off. You're allowed to.
Like I can't do this when I'm live, you know what I mean? Like I have to be like alert.
Right.
Nah, I have to talk to you girls lately or later about something.
It's expensive, I think. See, that's what I thought, Ems. I thought it was because they try to say that if you went to the grocery store and bought a meal, it's cheaper than buying a meal at the, and I don't believe that. I think it's just their line. And it doesn't give you any leftovers, so it's a see, there it is. You don't get no leftovers. So then you're constantly cooking. Because I love leftover night. I'll cook and then I pick a day during the week. Sometimes it's Wednesday, sometimes it's Friday. Thursday, we always do takeout on Thursday. So one day a week I get to not cook because we do takeout. Now, mind you, when we do takeout, it's nothing extravagant because I live in a town where there's literally nothing. We can either have pizza, McDonald's, or Wendy's. That's all we have around us. If I wanted something else, I would literally have to drive like 45 minutes. By the time I got it home, it would be cold. So every Thursday, we either have pizza and Wendy's. I don't really usually do McDonald's. I don't like McDonald's. So on Thursdays, we usually have takeout. And then one of the days during the week, I'll do fend for yourself night. And that's what I call it. I call it fend for yourself night. And that's where everybody can either eat leftovers, they can cook for themselves, but I ain't cooking. Hey, Miss Behaven.
We're having a cheat dinner tonight because my husband bought these stuffed chicken breasts at one's like chicken cordon bleu and another one's stuffed with spinach and feta cheese. So all I have to do is put them in the oven and do the side dishes. So 25 minutes in the oven.
I don't know what I'm having for dinner yet. I haven't thought of it, but ribs sound good.
I always ask him in the morning before he goes to work. Usually he doesn't know. He's been eating a lot of fish lately. So today.
That's good for him, though.
Yeah, I ate fish last night, too. And it is good for you. But, uh-oh, it's more in here.
with the cookout Sunday, we used the smoker and we made in the smoker, what did we make? We made crap. I can't think of the name. Crap. Not ribs. Now I keep thinking ribs. It will come to me. But anyways, we made it in the smoker and I had leftovers. So I took it out of the fridge and I put it in the crock pot and added milk and added water and heated it all back up, and that's what we had last. Brisket. Thank you, Scarlett. Yes, brisket. We had brisket and we had a huge piece left. So I just put it in the crock pot, added a little water, and reheated it. And we had that last night, and it was so good. My brother-in-law smokes briskets and pork. Yeah, we do ribs. We've done briskets. We've done all kinds of things. We've done jalapeno poppers in the smoker. A lot of people are like, you can do that, but we have
In the
a
smoker.
smoker
Oh, I
cookbook.
want a smoker.
We have a smoker cookbook, and we made it. And then the jalapeno poppers, we wrapped it in bacon,
Oh.
and oh, it was so good. And
Hey,
it's so
Scarlett.
easy.
Brisket is so good. Yeah.
A brisket is good.
Oh, my
I
cell
liked
phone
it the
keeps
second time.
Ugh.
What's wrong?
My cell phone keeps like YouTube keeps. Well, I watched the chat on my cell phone and it keeps quitting on me and it's driving me crazy.
Oh, here comes Remy. Hey,
Morning.
Remy.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
That's a loaded question.
Oh,
Huh. Well, how are you guys?
we're good. I used to smoke all the trout we catch. Ooh.
I
I'm
wouldn't
good. I
go for
slept
a
like a
smoker.
baby. Like a baby.
I need a
Marky.
baba today. I need a baba.
Oh, really? Why? What's up, Marky?
Why does she need a
Thanks.
baba?
Now I gotta do a pound of bacon.
I think smoked bacon is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
everybody knows had a little bit of a flood yesterday in my basement.
Oh, I did not know that. You had a flood in your basement?
Oh yeah.
That stinks when that happens. Was it your washer machine
Nope.
or a
Nope.
pipe?
Nope. Well, the plumber came, repaired and replaced some valves and piping. Apparently, he nicked one of the pipes.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. And so I have like spare carpeting in my laundry room, and I'm just gonna bitch for a minute. Do you mind?
No, you have
Okay.
at it.
There is some spare carpeting on my laundry room goddamn floor. The thing is soaked, and I said to the plumber dude, he's like, well, do I need a cleanup crew? I'm like, no, but you can get this goddamn carpet out of my friggin' laundry room because it's soaked. So I go down there this morning. Okay.
Yeah.
And carpet's still there. And I'm like, how the hell am I gonna get this out of here? He tells me, well, you just, roll it up and get it out. And I'm like, eh?
It's wet. Do you know
What?
how much it probably weighs? Right. Carpet's
right now,
already
wet.
heavy as it
Yeah.
is, right.
So, it probably weighs a good 50 to 60 pounds right now. And he tells me, well, just drape it over a chair. Excuse me? What? And I said, well, do you think maybe you could send, like, I don't know, a cleanup crew? Because your guy messed up. And this was $300, and your guy messed up.
Right.
He says no. Now, I don't have, like, it's not like a walkout basement. It's just, sorry, hold on. It's not a walkout basement. It's just, a regular basement.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I'll be doing today. Just to let everybody know.
Yeah, that's no fun. Did the water kind of evaporate, or are you still underwater?
Nope. Nope. Didn't evaporate.
So do you have a sub pump?
Nope.
Oh no.
I'm about to go over to the neighbors and see if they have a wet vac.
Yeah, a wet vac or something.
And then I'm gonna put fans or something down there because I can't lift that friggin' rug. That's impossible. And what I'm worried about the most though is mold.
Yeah. Well, if you get rid of it, if you get it gone quick enough and make sure that you bring up everything and get a dehumidifier, that can help. Yeah, Captain Obvious, you're right on the same
that would be great.
avenue as me. Is a dehumidifier will help.
I just don't understand didn't even get like the guy was like, oh, the owner of the company said, oh, I take full responsibility. I'm thinking in my head, okay, well, where's my break on the bill then?
Right.
Like, what the
Yeah.
hell, you jerk? You big
Right.
JERK.
I agree, especially if they nicked it, they should,
Yep.
at least do something, but
I'm a
nowadays
little mad
everybody
today.
says there's no proof that I nicked it. I'm sure that's what
Oh,
he's
there's
gonna
proof.
say.
Oh no, he admitted it. He saw it because it was brand new pipe, and he saw it.
Well, then he should be there fixing it. He
Yep.
should be there cleaning the mess up.
Yeah,
Yep.
we had to turn off the water valve and everything. But okay, so I'm not crazy to think that he should be here cleaning it up.
No.
No.
No,
Okay,
not at all.
thank you. So
Yeah.
I'm not crazy.
No.
Okay. And I'm just gonna say one more thing, just because I got a bitch for a minute. What the hell is going on with these people around here on these YouTube streets? What the
I gave
hell are you
up.
people doing?
I gave up wondering. I stick to my own little quiet circle, and I
We're
like it
staying
that way.
away from the drama. We're
Yeah.
not even getting
I
involved.
just could
in that
not
stuff.
believe it. No, it's not even drama. I was just like, have people lost their goddamn mind?
Pretty much.
I kind of moved. Like, I don't know. I've been watching people that are really not in
Who are
this
you
community.
watching?
I've been like, I just kind of been venturing out. I've been like Mandy Mixed Media that comes in here.
Yeah, I
She
like
does
her.
no drama. Maxie and Save Robbie. I've been doing them. And I
You've been
just
doing
keep,
them?
you know what I mean, watching them. Okay, everybody's gonna run with that one. I've been watching them. I just been,
I like
and
Save
then
Robbie, too.
I get
Oh, I've always
hints,
liked
and then
Robbie.
like 10 to Life. I've been watching her
10
because of the
to-
Sophie.
10
Because of
to
the
Life?
Sophie, yeah, 10 to Life. She's a crime channel. I think she's new. I don't know how new she is, but I've never seen her before. But she is
I've never heard of
covering
her.
the Sophie case like I am. So I've been kind of watching her, but she's not in the community. I'm really venturing out of the community, to be honest.
I'm not a big just going to be honest. I'm not a big true crime person.
Right.
Cases with kids really bother me.
Right.
It just like, ugh.
Yeah.
But I need to find something else. I mean, I watch, the makeup videos, but that gets old
Yeah, you
pretty
see,
quick.
that's what you have to, you
Captain
just gotta
Obvious.
kind of put in the description, like what you like or what you think you'll be interested in. And that's what I've been doing, but I've really been venturing away. I've unsubbed and
Yeah, I've
clicked
been
off the
unsubbing
bell
like
so I
crazy.
don't get notifications of stuff. And I've been subscribing and clicking the bell to other people. And I'm really
I just
enjoying
don't even
it.
know where to start.
I love
that's
the
my issue.
tiny house community.
Oh God, here
Oh,
we go with
see,
the
you're
tiny
in the
houses.
tiny house community.
I watch that like for hours. I watch it for hours.
I've
Like, I
watched
do.
this guy
Now, do
renovate.
they do lives, Carla, or
No,
is it
I've never
just video?
No,
Yeah,
it's
see,
just
that's what
video.
I'm interested in is lives, like any community that does a live.
Well, there's a lot of paranormal channels that do live.
Mm-mm. After your
Yep.
ghost thing, I'm not. Mm-mm.
See, you're a mean
Well,
girl,
you said
bro.
you're looking for lives. I'm telling you that's
Yeah,
one
but
place
I mean,
that
you
you
gave
can
your
get
ghost
live.
to Eagle. I'm not.
See, your mean girl says she's been
I might have
venturing
gave it
out
to
too.
this
I've been
stranger, too.
investing my time into some interesting cases and going from there. Exactly. You just gotta kind of find one. That's how I did it too.
Yep,
Your
Amanda.
mean girl.
Yeah,
I
well, then you would
basically.
get recommendations.
Right. That's how I've been doing it. I put in one and I find somebody and then I just start chatting and I listen and somebody throws out another name and I've been going there. I'm sorry. Like, I
No,
don't want it. This community is just
toxic.
not the community that I fell in love with. And,
Too toxic for me.
I just don't enjoy it anymore. But I want to still enjoy YouTube. YouTube is
Absolutely.
my outlet, and I want to be able to enjoy it. So
Plus, I've
I,
got a good circle of friends that we have, and I have my people that come into my lives every day. So I don't think I belong to a community, really.
Nope, me either.
No, I
I
don't
don't
either.
feel like I belong anymore
No,
because
I don't feel like I
it's
belong anywhere.
hey, Ginger Locks. it's just too much for me, and it was
Mm-hmm.
very, very unhealthy. So
Mhm.
do I watch? Do I lurk? Yeah. Do I comment? Very rarely. Very rarely will I even say anything.
You
Mm-hmm.
know
Because
who
I
has
just
a
don't want to
really
be
good,
involved in it. Because as soon as
Right.
you open your mouth to say something,
yeah,
that's when you become a target. So I
Oh,
don't want to
yeah.
be a target
Scarlett said, pray for California and all states
with the
on
fires.
fire
Yeah, the
out
fires.
west.
Yeah.
Yes, prayers, everybody. Thoughts and well wishes to anybody that lives out that way. I
You know
know.
who runs a
Oh,
really good chat is Eritrea, and they also do Lurkers Logic. It's not like a panel. Uh,
mm-hmm.
Eritrea and Speak Truth with Love. They do, just them two up on the panel. It's maybe an hour, if that, on Monday
Yeah.
nights. And it's, enjoyable. And Eritrea's is enjoyable. But, it's just getting to the point now where somebody's going to get hurt.
Exactly, and I don't want to be a part of it,
I
and I
don't,
don't want
nope.
to see it, and
I don't want to
that's
know.
what I'm saying. Like, I'm kind of with Carla. I don't feel like I'm not in any community. I'm in my own community, and I like it. But really, that's what I've been doing, because
I like the cooking videos.
you can change. Only I know that I can only change my atmosphere. Only me. It's my
Absolutely.
job. If I'm gonna sit here and complain about the drama, then I need to do something about it. If I don't like it and I'm complaining about it all the time, only I can change it. So I
Hey,
Yeah,
did.
you just change the channel.
Bitch is up
Yep.
early when she's not going to be on my panel. But
I
she
love
sleeps
you,
Well,
in when she's
Carla.
supposed to be on my panel. She sleeps in, bitch.
I love you, Carla. Listen,
But I just
I
had a
can be
bitch
the bitch
for a
if you
minute,
want.
but I'm gonna hop down and Jenna, I'm gonna start looking out. If you have any of the channel links that you watch and stuff like that, if you guys can, I don't know, drop
yeah,
them
I
so
can
maybe we
definitely.
have
I'll get them
somewhere.
Put
together.
them in the link list every day, or link
Yeah, I'll get them
thing
What's the
every
link
day.
together
list?
today.
Well, no,
It's
we
for
put them
my
on the link.
mods. It's
We
for
put
my
links in
mods.
our chat
So I'll get
all
them
the time.
together. I'll get them together today, and I'll actually put them
Yeah,
in the
whenever you
link
get a
list
chance.
that I have for
Hey,
my
good looking.
mods.
Oh, I always wanted to say that. Hey, good
Hey,
looking.
good looking.
Hey, good looking.
Is that true
What you
helper?
got cooking? How about
Alrighty, ladies. Well, I'll
cooking
see you in the chat.
something
Have
up
a great
for
day.
me?
Oh my God, Carla. Thank you, Remy, for coming up. You gonna continue singing to us? Come on, serenade us, Carla.
No, I just said like I just because you said good
Hey,
looking
good
honky.
looking.
What
What
you
you
got
got cooking?
cooking? How's about cooking something up for me?
okay, but who sang it? Who
I
sang it?
don't know.
Quick.
Do you
I
know?
don't know.
You
Well,
really
she
don't
probably
know?
knows. She probably knows.
Hank Sr.,
Okay.
Hank Williams Sr.
Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's how old that song is.
If we want to know anything about the music
And so
industry,
we
we go to
love
Mr.
you. We're sticking around regardless. You're an awesome person. I know,
Yeah,
but
we
you've
love
been
him.
going through a lot too,
And
you
she's
know,
our
so
girl.
right. And
She's the
she's
one that
been yeah.
puts us down the slime highway.
Good morning, Ginger Lux mom.
Good morning, Jen. Jenny,
Hi,
boo
good morning.
boo.
My
Morning, Shauna.
grandfather met my grandfather met him. Oh, cool. I think Miss D grew up with him.
Listen, I'm not that fucking old.
No, not that you grew up with him, but you knew him when you were growing up.
My
Jesus
dad knew him.
Christ, don't take my words.
My dad knew him.
Twist
I
them.
didn't know him.
Well, you knew a lot of those people because
I
your
wasn't
dad
allowed to
was,
hang around with Hank Jr. though. He was,
yeah.
I
yeah.
agree, you're main girl. What is the point? But like I was saying, like I knew it got to a point where I needed for myself to change what I wasn't liking. I can't expect every panel or everybody in the community to stop talking about drama or whatever because it wasn't going to work. So if I didn't want to be part of the drama, I had to take myself out of the
Yeah.
drama.
She
And that's
slapped
what I
me.
did. That's
She
what I
slapped
did.
me for talking drama.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yep.
She
It's
slapped me
just not
silly.
worth it. It's just not worth it
Oh no, it's
because it
not.
gets nowhere. You know, how
Nope.
many times have people, got on panels and tried to, make amends, and what, it lasts 24 hours a day? It's
Maybe not 24 hours, maybe 2 hours. And then someone
exactly.
else fires up it alive and does this tit for tat and tit for tat and tap for tit. And
It's
then
kind of like playing
Exactly.
in the toilet. Do you play in the toilet? No, you don't. So there
no.
Hmm.
you go.
Uh-uh.
Just
Exactly.
saying.
So I've been enjoying myself. Like I said, I've been finding neat little, lives and just feeling it out.
And awesome friends.
And I'm meeting great people. And I don't know. I'm just hoping that, you know, I can just find happiness again on YouTube. And right now I have been slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. It's not going to happen overnight, but I just needed to make a change for me. So
That
that's what
sounds
I
Okay,
did.
wonderful.
so let me tell you what I found last night while I wasn't sleeping.
While you
Uh-oh.
were in your rabbit hole,
Oh my God.
what did
I
you
don't know if
find?
I don't know if you ran across this video, but it was narrated in part by Johnny Cash. The
I
No.
don't
the
know.
the
I'm
Girl
trying to
Scouts. I'm going to
think.
send it to you because it
Yeah.
is freaking intriguing. It really covered the Native American aspect of it because you had well, not FBI guy. I think he's FBI now, but he was Bureau of Investigation. Okay, that was American Indian. Then you also had a guy that was on that local force that was also Native American. That one guy that was with their local force, actually went to a medicine man with a friend of his, and they said, we're going to cover, we're cops. They didn't. I don't think they went into great detail about what case they were on, because he kind of appreciated the fact that they were looking at an American Indian, a Native American, who was a suspect. But they asked for specific medicines to help them track a person and stay on their track. Like they couldn't be shook off of it because when they had the dogs out there, they got to that open field and they just stopped and they ran around in circles. It's like they were on the scent, they had it, then
But
boom,
did
it was
you know
gone.
that two of the dogs out of the three
Yes,
died?
there were
One
two
died.
dogs
One died of heat exhaustion,
and the
and
other one was
one
hit by a
guy,
car.
and another one was hit by a car.
But that
Yep,
dog ran out in the
the
street in
tree.
front of that car for no apparent reason
Right.
because the medicine man that word had gotten back to the cops that he had actually placed a curse on those dogs.
Correct. Yep. That's
Okay,
what
so
they're
there was
saying.
that. But he
Yep.
went, they did this whole ceremony and he didn't get into all of that, but it's all related to this ancient tobacco that's found under this one tree. And they're like running out of it. So they're really careful about who they give it to. But they gave it to this cop. And he said he gave his intentions to uh, the medicine man exactly what he wanted. He said, I want to not be off this guy's trail, not for 1 second. I want to be on him like stink on shit, like white on rice, and he won't be able to shake me because at one point they thought that he had the ability to shapeshift
Hmm.
because of the way the dogs reacted when they got to that open field because his scent just disappeared.
Right.
And after they got through doing this thing, this uh, whatever, this ceremony that they did,
Ceremony. Yeah.
yeah, they were sitting out in the woods. They had lit a fire because really they just kind of were spooked and they didn't want to be sitting in the pitch black dark in the forest. And he said, out of freaking nowhere, when they were talking about him shapeshifting, this cat appears. Now they're in the middle of the freaking woods. A cat, domestic cat, comes up to him, runs at him, jumps up, hits his chest, lands in his lap, hisses at him, and then runs off. And
Huh.
that's the cop. Okay.
Right.
So they were all kind of freaking out about that. During the trial, four of the medicine men showed up and sat on the side of the defendant. Four. And these are like the most respected.
I don't know, Captain Obvious. Was it peyote? Who knows? I don't know.
No, it's not a peyote. It's not anything mind altering. It's just a natural tobacco. It's in its purest form. When they found those cigarette butts that were at the cave, the filters were torn off. Well, that's really significant to the American Indians, to the Native Americans, because when they consecrate whatever ceremony they're doing, in other words, they've done the ceremony, and then let's say 2 or 3 of them are together doing this ceremony, they want to consecrate it, and that basically say that we're all in agreement with what happened here. We want it to happen. We agree. Then they
Right.
take their cigarette, they take the filter off because they want to smoke the tobacco in its purest form without anything impeding between you and the tobacco. So they knew that something had been done there, and there were 4 piles of this birch leaves or branches or whatever, and birch is very specific to them too. So there were 4 piles. So he knew some kind of ceremony had been done in that cave,
Hmm.
and he knew that he had been to a medicine man to get the sequence that he needed to
Right, because
do,
it
plus his stuff.
because the Cherokees and stuff, you got to remember that he was on the run. He escaped
Yeah,
from the prison, and he was
yeah,
on the run for 10 years.
yeah.
Yeah, 10 years, I believe.
Hmm.
I don't have the paper right in front of me. And they protected him because
Yeah,
of his
that's their
right.
law. And you're
Yep,
not supposed to ask if somebody shows up and they need assistance. You're not supposed to ask. You're just supposed to take them in.
right.
And that's their law, so yeah.
Hmm.
But then they said that they did say in that one that they did go back, they did test the DNA, and although they could not exclude him completely, I mean they couldn't exclude him, but they couldn't say it was completely him. But
Right.
out of 100,000 Native Americans, there were only 12 that had that DNA pattern.
Correct. Right. Yep.
So,
Exactly. There
oh,
just
and they
wasn't enough.
said there was sperm found, but he had had
Yes.
a vasectomy. But when they did the autopsy, they found that the vasectomy didn't take,
Hmm.
and that was one of the reasons that the jury acquitted him, was because, well, he couldn't have left sperm if he had had a vasectomy. Well, turns out it didn't work.
Right. But
So
at the
yeah, he could
same
have.
but at the same time, the DNA wasn't up to par in 1979
Right,
either.
right. And
So
then by the time
they
it
could
was
prove
degraded.
right, and that's why it became. And then by the time they could in 2008 and 2007, it was too degraded. So, and even though he had passed years before, I think he passed in 1979 in
Yeah.
jail because he ended up going
Oh,
to jail.
one of the things that the cop asked the medicine man for was to be able to get justice for these girls.
Right.
Okay. However, to get it didn't matter. Just he wanted to know that the person who killed these girls was going to be punished. Okay. Which was pretty significant because, yes, the jury acquitted him, but look what happened 2 months after that. When they put him back in prison, he goes out to exercise, drops dead of a heart attack.
Correct.
So I'm just wondering if that's not, to that cop, the justice that he sought after in that ceremony that he did. To
I think
say,
it, I to be hon I mean, yes, but I
isn't that
wish it would.
creepy?
It is
Isn't that
creepy.
creepy?
It
But it would have
is.
been nice for the families to not have been vilified. I mean, those families, they
Yes.
were under guard constantly
Yes.
because they feared for their life because the entire community wanted to kill them.
Yes.
They're like, how dare you blame this guy? It's like, are you kidding me?
You're right.
Damn.
Exactly.
I just,
Yeah, I
it
see
was
every.
interesting.
It was interesting. Like I said, rabbit holes can be good, but at the same time, rabbit holes,
How
because
much do you
then,
get to cover? Right.
right, how much do you cover? What do you put out there? Because I tried to do my crime lives an hour, maybe a little
Hmm.
over an hour, because after an hour, I don't know, I feel like it after an hour it's kind of repetitive type stuff, so I
Hmm.
try to stick to like get as much information that is the most real, without the other stuff like that. I could have went down that rabbit hole, but I was like, I can confuse everybody, so I tried to stick to strictly the main facts of a
Yeah.
case
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But
Do you need to
some
do a sequel? Do a sequel.
uh Captain Obvious, it was called the Girl Scout murders. It happened in Oklahoma in 1977. I did the live last night,
It was
so
wonderful,
mhm,
but it did keep me up all night. I was like, no, now I gotta know. I gotta know the other
the other part of it.
component of this because
Mhm.
it's like this is creepy. Why would they find him? There's so much, and I get that. Well, we can't prove this and we can't prove that, but it was almost as if there was something that was covering the eyes of the people that needed to see the facts.
Yes,
You know?
Scarlett, it was a very sad case.
Oh yeah.
It was three girls, 8, 9, and 10, and they were at Girl Scout camp for 2 weeks,
Hmm.
and they ended up being murdered in the middle of the night and left in on the roadway leading to the shower rooms. And still to this day, this case is unsolved. Now,
Hmm.
we believe Jean Hart was the person that actually killed these girls, got charged for these murders, went to court for these murders, and the jury acquitted him.
Yeah.
And he was in jail prior to that for raping two pregnant women, and
Hmm.
he got 10 years for each of those, and he ended up being paroled early, and then he got put back in jail again for robbery, and he escaped from jail, and he was actually on the run when these Girl Scout murders happened. Now, Gene Hart lived he grew up a mile down the road from this camp that they had. Um, and after those murders, the camp was no longer. The camp ended right
They
after
shut
those.
down that day.
They shut down that day and never reopened. Yep.
Yeah.
So it is an interesting case. It's definitely where you can be put in a rabbit hole. So
It's a deep one.
if you're interested, like I said, you can watch my live from last night and then you can just go from there. But I'm also reading in chat how people like Pink. I know she came on Carla's panel. What was it? Yesterday, Carla? They came up with Samara and stuff. I think
Yes.
it was yesterday's panel.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was yesterday.
Yeah, and it was it was awesome to see her. She is a good lady. Um, I'm glad to see her back. I don't know if she's back completely, but I like seeing her back because
She's back, but
she
she does no drama.
yep, yeah.
She does mostly sunsets and she just talks.
Can you
And
blame her though? She was
no,
another
she went through a
woman,
lot.
right? That was
She went
another
through a lot.
person that went through a lot in this community, you know? And I'm sorry,
I
for
was glad to
people
see her in my stream, like,
and for people to act like, it's just YouTube and people can get over, a lot of people have, kind of like
people have done worse
PTSD.
and
You're
not
right.
been crucified. And
Hmm.
I could
Yeah.
name a few, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, no.
But they seem to be love bombed for
Mhm.
doing worse things, and I don't know.
But that's where I
I don't
was
know.
saying when I did my last,
I'm not going
I
to say
guess,
anything. I'm going to
quote
mute.
unquote drama live, which I don't consider the lives that I did drama. It was more opinionated, but I definitely think it's a click related. Sorry, if you're in the click, then you get a pass. If you're
Yeah.
not in the click, then you get,
Shoot up and spit out.
yeah. And some things are
Thank
okay
you.
for
That is
others,
so
and
true.
it
If
really
you're in the
is.
clique, you get
Mhm.
accepted and defended for bad behavior, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of it, and I'm not watching it anymore. And
Mhm.
they can all go fuck themselves.
Right. But see, that's why I've just chosen to separate myself because it's never going to change. We've seen it. I've been in this community for over 2 years now, and I've watched it for 2 years, and I'm telling you, nothing has changed.
No,
Nothing.
it's like a soap opera.
In my opinion, nothing has changed. The only thing that changes are the people. but they're still fighting over the same things. And we've done common grounds and tried to say, let the past be the past, let's move forward. That lasts, what, a day? And then people still bring it up. There's been so many people in this community that have been hurt, that have been had their families hurt. There's nothing some people's private lives have been put on display, and I just choose not to be part of that. I can't support that. And if I'm hate watching, even though I'm not typing in the chat, I'm hate watching, I'm approving that. In
Right.
my eyes,
You're
and this is
absorbing it.
right. It's my opinion. I feel like even if I'm hate watching, even though I'm not typing, but I'm listening, I'm agreeing with, not agreeing with it, but I'm accepting it because I'm still in there hate watching. And like I told everybody yesterday in my day live, we have tried common ground, we have tried resolution, we have tried this, that, and everything. YouTube is not up to par to where they need to be to stop this. So what could I do for myself? What I did is I went around and I unsubbed and I clicked off those notifications because now I don't get them in my feeds. I don't have to watch it where it will give me that temptation to go in and see what's going on. And I told everybody it's something to think about because you got to think these drama lives, and I've watched it. I sat here and kind of watched it. I've been doing my lives. Prime example is my channel, and I'll stick to my channel. You go into my channel and you look at my views. I can do a coffee live. I can do a crime live. I get anywhere between 300 and 600 views. Now, if you look at my lives where I did drama, I got 1.4. I got 2.5K views on those. And it's because people are watching. And like I told
People are
everybody,
salivating to watch someone get dragged or someone get hurt or someone get, and it
even
makes
if you
me
don't even
wanna
agree,
puke.
but some people aren't. Some people are watching it and it's heartbreaking for them and it's hard and they're frustrated and they want to scream.
But then they have to stop watching. That's all.
Right. And I said, what
And
keeps
stop
this
love
drama
bombing these
going?
people. Because
Right.
if someone shows you bad behavior, and Misdemeanor said this, if someone shows you who they are, believe it. Trust and believe. And then move on. They're toxic. They're not going to change being toxic.
Well,
But my thing is like I told everybody, I can sit there and go to a crime live and there's maybe 110 people in there. I can go into a drama live and there's 400 to 600 people in there. I'm sorry, but if you start unsubbing these people and you start clicking off these notifications and they stop getting 600-700 people in their live, they're going to stop doing drama.
No,
I'm going to mute you, Misty.
If they're going to stop getting views, they're going to stop doing this bullshit. Well, no, they're not, because you know what? It's always going to be around, but I don't want any part of it. So, as far as I'm concerned, I don't want. This is Miss Wonderful's expression. I don't fuck with people that fuck with people that I don't fuck with. Oh, I'm really good at saying that.
Yeah, and like I told everybody, it's just something to think about. If you really are tired of the drama and you're really, don't approve, go around today and look at your subscription, who you sub to, and unsub them. Click off those notifications. That's what I did, and since then I just been moving, and I've been, like I said, I've been going into not even different communities, just watching different people, and it's been great. I'm not stressed, I'm not heartbroken, because my heart breaks.
I agree
for
that
people.
Some of it is manufactured drama, Kevin.
Oh,
I really
yes,
do believe
definitely.
that. I believe they go behind the scenes and they start something and they say, well, this will get us views. And I don't want to watch a shit show. If I want drama, I'll watch a friggin' soap opera. Hello.
Mad Hatter. I'm going to address you just because you want to come in and derail. Jenna Moon, I'm sure you will be back when you need money for your internet. Well, when I had problems with my internet, I wasn't doing drama then either. So that's not necessarily true. And do you know how many people sit on these panels and get donations from people that like the people they watch?
Oh, I'm
And
sure
they
it's
and
better when they get donations from driving drunk.
you know,
Yeah.
but you know, I mean, you could say that about anybody. So if people wanted to help me with my internet because my internet was off, you know, it's not your business or anybody else's business because you didn't donate, right? So I don't know what to tell
Good
you.
point. We're really conscious. I think a lot of us are really conscious about what we put in our bodies and trying to stay healthy. Your brain is the most significant organ you have in your body. It determines what everything else in your body does, that one organ. The only way it's fed, other than sugar, from your body, you feed it through your ears. And when you put garbage in, garbage comes out. So I've tried to be really conscious about what I put inside that brain of mine so that I'm not tempted to spew the crap that I was putting in there. I'm a lot more conscious about what I listen to, who I listen to, and why I'm listening to it.
And this is a prime example why I love my channel and I love the people that come in my channel. Because Mad Hatter came in here to derail the chat. I said what I had to say, but I'm looking at all these amazing people, having not necessarily my back, but at the same time caring about me and caring about the people that are on my panel and caring about the people in my chat. And this is what I love. We stand together to stop the hate. Whether we are stopping the hate by ourselves in our own little community, in our own little chat, but we don't, nobody in here spreads hate, and I appreciate every single one of you in my chat today, except Mad Hatter. I appreciate every single one of you, and I thank you guys for who did help me donate, because everybody struggles, everybody has stuff. Just because I put it out there doesn't make me worse than anybody else. Because I put it out there doesn't mean I was e-begging. Doesn't mean I was sitting there saying, hey guys, my internet's off, give me money. No, I came on to say, hey guys, my internet's off. I just want you guys to be aware because I might not be live because I don't have great service where I am. And people that work hard and want to do whatever they want with their own money, and they should be able to, wanted to help me, doesn't make me an e-beggar.
She said that because she wanted people to know she might not be live for a while.
Exactly,
But people
that
will
was it.
always read, they'll always put their own narrative on it. They'll always say what they want to say. And you know what? The only thing you can do is ignore them because they're assholes. Basically, they get their thrills off of seeing private messages and listening to private phone calls. Well, that doesn't thrill me, to be honest.
Well, their intent is to tear someone down who's not
Right.
tearing them down.
Yeah.
So there's
Maybe,
that.
Samara. I don't know. Samara said, wait, is Mad Hatter saying someone from the drama community donated to you? I don't know, because you know what? It's not his business or anybody else's business who donated to me. Most of the time, if somebody donates to me, I keep it private. I just say thank you and we move on. But the person that I'm thanking knows why I'm thanking them. People that donate to me usually want to stay anonymous, because they don't want everybody to know, because it's nobody's business. It's
The only
nobody's
people that
business.
want it displayed out there is people that want to use that or hold it over your head and say,
Right.
"Oh, well, I did this for you, so you have to do this for me." No. The people that are donating to me, on super chats or whatever, I know they're doing it from their heart. So, I
Exactly,
don't
Amanda Ray.
really.
I like to uplift and make someone smile. Same here.
I love Amanda Ray, by the way.
I
She's a
she's
sweetheart.
beautiful. Yes. I'm glad you popped her cherry.
I know.
I'm so glad you did. It was really nice to put a face to the name,
Or even
like,
a
yeah,
voice,
we
if
see
it's
the
not a face, but a
right.
voice even.
Even a voice, right. It was
Yeah.
nice, and I don't know. I just want to surround myself with people that have a heart. They're not
Well,
trying to be something they're
also
not,
you can't take a side, because here's what happens. If you take a side, then they end up making up, and then you're on the wrong side, so they both hate you. So, you know what?
I agree,
Yeah.
I don't take
Scarlett. If you
anybody's side.
play with
That's
bad
what happens.
energy, it'll bring
If
it
you're
into
going to
your
take one
life.
side or the other side, the one side's going to get mad at you, and then they'll make up between the two of them or whatever, or whoever it is, and then they both hate you. So
That's why
you don't win.
I'm on my own side.
Yeah,
I love everybody,
me too.
and I'll be there for people when they need me or need to talk or vent. Like I told people in one of my lives a couple of days ago or yesterday or whatever. If you ever need to talk, or you need just somebody to listen, my email is always in my about section.
Yeah,
Can I fix it? Everything? No, but I can be a friend and I can listen. And I don't
and she
know.
means it.
I
She
do
does
mean
mean
it.
it.
And I don't know. I just want to I'm on my own side, and I love spreading happiness and love
Thank you,
into the
Amanda.
community. I
That's
mean,
that's
Carlos
that's the
is where
thing.
I feel the safest. I agree. I agree. I love going to panels
And
where I know I can type.
where I feel the safest besides my chat is M's, Jenna's, because it's not all about the
Eagles,
drama.
Shauna, Eagle.
Shauna,
Shauna's,
Eagle. Yep.
because I know these people are not, about hurting others. I'm not going to go into a chat where it's all about hurting others, because I've been hurt. I know what that feels like. So do I want to see anybody else hurt? No.
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 It's like a going to what do you call it? The fight on here, and you're
Gladiator.
hoping someone gets hurt. Like, get the hell out of here. I don't want nothing to do with you. If you enjoy that kind of viciousness and hatefulness, then I don't want anything to do with you. And I don't care if you're a creator with 100,000 subs or a creator with 500 subs. If you're like that, I don't want anything to do with you. Eagle, we're talking about you. Speak of the biatch, here I am. Look at my name, Lazy Biatch. Are you guys there?
I am here. Sorry.
You're so quiet.
I am. I'm
Because I
getting
was
ready.
listening to you.
You guys talking about me again?
No,
They
I was
talk about me
listening to
behind the
you,
scenes.
and I'm trying to write morning coffee.
I'm trying to get ready for work.
I'm trying to do my banner.
Oh,
because I've been doing one every live. So and
That's why I
everybody
wondered where your
seems to.
banner was.
I know. I
Well,
forgot
can't you
it.
save yours? I saved
Yeah,
mine.
but
I just put it
I
up.
haven't done a morning coffee chat one because I like doing
Okay.
it where it goes to the ticker, but then I like it when I do that. So see, one sticks and one doesn't. So yeah, I like doing that, but I got to think of how I want to word this morning one.
Thank you for being
fun with
Hey,
Dick and
Jason.
Jane. Put fun with Dick and Jane.
All right.
Fun with
Make
the
people wonder.
biatches. Fun with the
We don't know who
lazy
Dick and Jane are,
biatches.
but yeah,
I'll tell you
fun
what.
with slackers.
If you're not up in the morning, I'm yelling at you.
I'm going to be up in the morning. I am.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'll just have Jenna tell me a real cool story real quick, and then
Oh, believe you.
I'll be up all night trying to figure out
There you go.
what
I
the
did it
hell.
for you.
I fell asleep during Jenna's.
So which one's Dick and which one's Jane?
I have to go back and watch it.
Good
That's
morning,
maybe that's what I'll
Jason.
be doing today.
I'll be Dick.
Okay. Did you all have Jenna, did you all have an earthquake last night? No, I didn't, Jason. Why did you?
Jersey did, Gingerlock said.
Jersey did?
Wow.
That's what she
Really?
said.
Let me
Yeah.
Monkey? Oh, no, that's Monkey Mars channel.
Earthquake.
Samara's right on the ball. Samara's our girl.
I love Samara.
I do too.
She's
too.
so good. She's an amazing
She was so
mod.
great on my She was
Yeah.
so great on my panel yesterday.
She's
She was so knowledgeable about what she was talking about. I love having people out that know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Because anybody can come up and just
So
spew
what are you
garbage.
saying there,
okay.
Carla?
So it says
I'm not saying anything.
it says a small earthquake rattles New Jersey coast. The
That's crazy.
3.1 magnitude earthquake shook an area about a mile south of East Freehold, and there was no reports of damage or injury. But
Thank
no,
God.
I didn't get anything.
Wow.
Hey, Carrie. How are you this morning?
It said it happened early on Wednesday, but there was no immediate reports of injury or damage. The survey said that the 3.1 magnitude earthquake occurred at about 2 a.m. But people around Monmouth County and coastal areas of more than 600,000 people reported feeling the earthquake effect. So yes, there was an earthquake, but I did not feel it. Good morning, Lucky Lou.
I love that name.
I do too.
I really do.
You have snow? Yeah, it's way too early for snow. I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it. Actually, I was talking to a friend this morning about it because we were wearing the same bathrobe this morning, and we found it funny because I ended up going on camera or something, and my friend was like, "Oh my God, you're wearing the same."
Can I get that on a
Oh, I
t-shirt?
took a picture of my dog, and the person caught my bathrobe, and
What
they were like,
awesome.
"Oh, I'm wearing the same bathrobe." And so but hers zips up where mine doesn't, which is unfair because I want one that zips up. So we were talking how in the winter months we wear layers because we're so cold. And that's why I don't enjoy winter because of all my surgeries, my neck surgery and my back surgery and stuff, I'm always cold. So I layer and layer. Like this morning, it's a little chilly here. I have sweatpants on, a tank top, a sweatshirt, and a bathrobe, and I'm comfortable. Where everybody would, it's only 23 degrees.
Oh, it's
No,
gonna be
thank
it's
you.
gonna be 89 here today. Yuck.
No, thank you.
I don't like it when it's too hot. I heard
I'll send
Colorado
you one. I
drops
bet
like
I
70
can still
degrees.
I can still find. I bet I got this for Christmas from my nephew and his girlfriend, and they bought it, and I love it. I've had it for years, and it's my favorite bathrobe, and it's so warm. But I didn't know it came with a zipper. I want a zipper. I heard Colorado dropped like 70 degrees. Yes, Kevin. Lucky Lulu says it's only 23 degrees where she is in Colorado.
I
But
wish.
watch. But with Colorado, isn't it like today you guys could have snow and it's 23 degrees, and then tomorrow all the snow can be gone and it's like 80? I don't know if I could handle the weather like that, being so temperamental.
Okay, my friends, I'm going to hop down and get my clothes on and get ready to walk out the store, but I love y'all.
Love you. Thank you for
Love you,
coming
mean it,
out.
pal.
Bye, guys.
Love it.
I'll be in the chat watching.
Wow, you're stealing all of MFW's
All
words
of
today.
MFW. Austin just said he wants a T-shirt with that quote on it, and I said I stole it. I stole it from him. Miss effing wonderful.
Nebraska and Montana are getting snow too. Ugh.
I agree, Samara. I only like spring and fall too. I like fall because of the leaves. The
Jenna,
leaves are so
you are a
pretty.
weather guru also. Sure, I'll be a weather guru.
Why not?
Why not? I only like I like summer
Hey,
too, though.
it's YouTube. You can be whatever you want on YouTube.
Yes, you can.
You can. I'm not a weather guru, but I play one on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Only buy them like certain other people that play a lawyer, doctor, whatever on YouTube. I only buy them zippered now. I'll never go back. I can wear a
Jason,
nightie
you
with my
can't tell
robe.
all my secrets. I am a guru, period. You're right.
Jason's
We can't tell everybody.
is Jason being nice today?
Yes, Jason is. He's telling me
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
guru. Of course he's being nice.
Oh, okay. As long as he's being nice, I don't have to yell
Of
at him.
course. No, he's
I don't like being
making
cold.
me
I don't
manifest
like
my
being hot.
guruism.
I don't like my feet covered at night. I can't stand to have socks or
Oh,
anything on my
that was
feet.
another conversation we had this morning. Somebody, another friend of ours, took a picture of her laying in bed, because everybody was talking about this morning what they were doing. Some were laying in bed, some were just being lazy this morning. Everybody was still in their PJs. And one of my friends took a picture and she's wearing socks. And I said, how can you go to sleep with socks on your feet? And she says, I always do because my feet get cold. That is the most annoying thing for me. I don't know. I always have to have my feet breathing. And like when I sleep, I always have like one leg out where I'm cold because we got two fans going and everything. My husband has the window cracked. It's chilly in our room. So we have tons of blankets. The more blankets, the better. So I love being warm, but I love my face being cold in one foot. So I'll stick like out a leg or a foot in my face, and the
Morning,
rest of me is warm.
LaDonna.
Morning, LaDonna.
She's doing school Uber duty today.
Oh,
Black-hearted. M's. I don't have the boob issue. Hot flashes, yes. Boobs, no. Part of the tiny titty community. Yeah, I'm kind of the titty committee too. I don't mind.
yeah.
I don't mind. I never wanted to get a boob job or anything.
My butt
It's
is
okay.
the itty bitty community, but my boobs, I don't have an issue there. But my butt, I'm the itty bitty butt community. I don't have a butt. No. I always say like take some and put it in my butt and I'd be happy, but no. I don't have one. So, it's funny.
Misbehaving. I live in the high desert, not the best place to live if you hate being hot. I agree. I don't
Yeah,
like.
I mean, I'm
Although
in
the
my
desert is
early
dry.
40s. I'm in my early 40s and my everybody's been wondering if I'm going through early menopause. Sorry, TMI for the guys in here, but I don't know. Can you get tested for menopause? Is there like a blood work or something that they can
No, I went through menopause when I was in my early 40s. And I'll tell you what, I don't miss getting my period. Period. I don't
mm,
miss it at all.
yes, Jason, early 40s. I'm 42.
Well, I was 41, so it happens.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know if there's like blood work that you can do to get
I don't
tested
know.
or
I just stopped
something.
getting my period.
Because I've been
So
having like early premenopausal like hot flashes and mood swings. I'm emotional, then I'm mad, and I'm all over the place. I feel
they can
like,
check your hormone levels, Lucky Lou who says.
is that how they check it?
I guess. I never
Mm.
had mine checked. I was just happy not to get a period.
Yes, Jenna, it's an FSH test. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll call and make an appointment because I would like to
LaDonna's
know.
54 is still no menopause.
Oh, bless you. I don't know. I'm not looking forward to it because I watched my mom go. If I'm anything like my mom and when she went through menopause, no. I hope I'm nothing like my mom. She had like major hot flashes, like major, where she would be like you could see the sweat pour off of her for like
Oh, I've
a
never been that
minute.
bad,
Yeah, like
ever.
a minute. But she
But
was
I
so
sure don't miss my
moody.
period.
She was so moody, and her moodiness was so bad she went to the doctors and was like, look, I'm biting everybody's head off. If I'm not biting their head off, I'm super sensitive. And they ended up giving her like an antidepressant to get through her menopause. So I'm hoping I'm nothing like it, but it worked. So I had a hysterectomy at 25, so no periods after that age. I asked
I
them.
don't miss my period at all. I used to
I
have the
gotta
worst
mute for a
period.
second, Carla.
I used to have 7 days of hell every month, and it was horrible. So when I stopped getting them, I was like so happy. The only thing here that's high are the temps and me sometimes. Aw, Stan, you being naughty. Hot flashes are the worst, rather than have my time of the month back. I don't get really bad hot flashes. I mean, I get them occasionally, but not bad. You menstruate for 35 years and then are rewarded with crippling hot flashes. I don't know. I just never got really bad. I mean, I get them, but not bad. I had a tubal and they made everything worse.
Captain
I had
Obvious,
that
I
too.
did too. I had my son when I was 22. I got my tubes tied, which they didn't want to do because I was only 22, and they told me I either had to have 3 kids or be over 25 for them to tie my tubes. And I told them, I said, look, they only come in 2 kinds. I got a girl and I got a boy. I'm good. I'm done. And they were like, well, you got to go home for a month. And in a month, if you still feel the same way, after a month, come back in and we'll tie your tubes. And I was like, okay. So the month to that day, I was back at the doctor's saying, look, I still feel the same way. I want my tubes tied, blah, blah, blah. So I went and had it. 4 years after I had my tubes tied, I woke up one morning and I was having really bad pains, but I have cysts anyways. So I was having really bad pain, and I thought it was just a cyst on my ovary that ruptured. No big deal. I went to the ER so they could check it out, and I was like, I told them everything, and I said, look, I have cyst. It feels like I have a cyst that ruptured, and they're like, yeah, that's what it sounds like. Let's do blood work, blah blah blah. So the doctor comes back in, and my friend is with me. And he said, can I talk in front of your friend? And I was like, sure. I have nothing to hide. You can talk in front of my friend. And he was like, you're pregnant. And I said, what? He said, you're pregnant. I said, how can I be pregnant? I've had my tubes tied for 4 years. I said, at this time, we didn't have cell phones. And I said, can I use the phone? I have to call my husband. So I called my husband, and he was like, are you all right? Was it a cyst? I said, it wasn't a cyst. I'm pregnant. And he dropped the phone. And it was so funny at that time. So I had to go to the doctor, the gynecologist afterwards and stuff. And it come to find out, I ended up having a tubal, which was heartbreaking, but we got past that. And I had to get my tubes tied again. But this time they put clamps on my fallopian tubes. They were like, nothing's gonna get through to get through. So I've had my tubes tied twice. Jenna, I probably feel like that. I was done too. If there was a boy in the family, I know you do, Ems. I know. I think I would
That's
have
like
been the same way. I think I would have had
my
more.
my daughter-in-law is pregnant, and then they have 3 girls, and they just found out they're having a boy, and they are
Uh,
so beyond happy.
Yeah, I think if I
So
didn't get one of each, I
I
always
might have
wanted a
tried.
boy.
Yeah.
I love my daughter.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love my daughter, but when I was pregnant with her, I wished it was a boy. And I said, if it's a boy, I'm not having any more. I'm going to have one kid. I just wanted a boy. I'm blessed to have
Between
my
my
daughter. I love
son
my
and my
daughter.
daughter, when they were growing up, my son was the one, the cuddly one. I'd pick her up and she would literally straighten out. She hated to be cuddled. She
Yep.
hated to be held. My son, he would just lay in my lap and I could just rub his back. I mean, he was just the most lovable
Yep.
little turd.
I used to tell my son, I'm going to teach you how to be the best boyfriend and husband ever. How to pamper your wife, like, because most men, they're not cuddly. They are in that, what we're talking about. In that
Yeah.
moment, they're cuddly. But most men, they don't want to cuddle. They want to get the job done and, go on with their day. They're not much of cuddlers. So I always wanted to teach my son how to be in tuned to a woman, where women love to have their back rubbed or their head rubbed or just put your arm around them and hold them when you're watching a movie or something, because my husband is the farthest from a cuddler. Like it's very rare I can get my husband to cuddle. Like, don't get me wrong, he hugs me and he kisses me, don't take it like my husband is completely standoffish, but he's not a cuddler. No, not at all. And I'm like, I want you to cuddle. He's like, ugh, so it's so funny. Get the job done and go to sleep. Exactly, Shauna. Get the job done and go to sleep. Okay, we're good. You know, but I'm like, afterwards, cuddle, talk, whatever. My husband's like, we did that before. Now I don't want to do it after. I'm like, that's cheesy.
Can we all send prayers to Ginger Locke's mom, please?
Yes. Well, oh, Ginger Locks, Mom, I hope you're okay. Prayers. I hope the best. I hope they figure out whatever's wrong, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I hope. It was 102 here yesterday. It's going to be about 104. See, that's way too hot. Like, I like winter, summer, and I like it being warm, but you start hitting over the hundreds, it's like you can't even go outside to enjoy anything. That's way too hot. I know, I feel bad. I hope she doesn't have to go back into the hospital, because didn't Ginger Lux just get out of the hospital, Carla?
Yeah, she just got out. She's being readmitted. She held off as long as she could, but
Oh,
so please send out prayers to her.
oh, I feel bad.
We're really thinking about her right now. We love her. Ginger Locks, if you're listening to this, I'm sending you all my prayers and thoughts
Jesus.
and good vibes, anything I
Cuddle and
can.
talk. Yes, definitely.
Oh,
Absolutely. She
I feel
was
so
in
bad.
here, so
Yeah, but she held
she was.
off as long as she could in readmitting her. So
If anybody would like to come up, I put the link in the chat.
yeah, come out,
Anybody
please.
wants to come up
Let
and
Jenna
chit chat?
pop your cherry.
Oh, no, that's your job. That is, you're famous for popping cherries. We'll leave the popping the cherries to you.
M's, come up in your jammies. Shauna, come up.
I love when Ems goes live and she,
I
when
know.
she used to show her coffee cup of the day.
She was
I don't
live
drink
yesterday.
coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I love her coffee cups.
Yeah. She was live yesterday. I went up on
She
her panel.
was? I
Yes,
missed
she
it. I
was.
must have been babysitting at that time. I
I
must
think
have missed it.
you were just finishing your live and she went live.
Oh, yeah. And I finished my live because I was waiting for the little girl to get here. So yeah,
I
I
think
was babysitting.
Carrie was on her panel. Carrie was on her panel. Remy was on her panel. I was on her panel. Oh
Awesome.
yeah.
I'm so glad I remember
Only Carla.
when she did her live to figure it out.
Misbehaving promised I could break her cherry, so or I could pop her
Oh,
cherry.
there you go, misbehaving.
And
Let her
Bailey
break your
vexed.
chair.
I know Bailey has been on my panel actually. She has been, so I popped her cherry too.
General talk isn't lame, Ems. You just have. I love your stories, and
Yeah,
I just do. Oh, here she comes.
we enjoy her. We
I
enjoy
do
her
too.
life. It's calm. I like
It won't
being
let me
somewhere where
push
it's
her
calm.
up. I'm trying to wait. It's waiting for her to load. She's there, but it's not where I can
Who's there?
push Ems. She's
Oh, is
in.
she coming up?
Yeah, but I can't push for her to be added. You know how like you wait
Oh,
for it to
she has
load?
to. Yeah, she has to connect her mic and her
Yeah,
or
I
her
have to.
camera.
Yeah, I have to wait for it to load, and then
Okay.
she can come up, but it wasn't loading for her. And I know her service is touchy sometimes.
Yeah, she sometimes robots, but yeah, it was fun because it showed I was backstage and connected. Oh,
Yeah,
just
she just
yeah, just
left.
hop off and then come back
Come
on.
back on. Yeah, it just wouldn't
That's
connect on
yeah.
my end.
StreamYards is glitchy. Oh
Do
God.
you need the link again, Ems, or is it here? I'll put it just in case to make it easier for you. Because I could see you, but you were like a light gray. Usually it will say move to the show or whatever, and it wasn't. You were staying like a light gray instead of a blue. It was weird.
That is weird.
See?
You can get a hormone test for it.
There
You
she
know?
is.
Good
Hey, Ems.
morning.
Good
Good
Hey,
morning,
morning.
Dick and
Em.
Jane.
Yeah, I can't get enough of my own lives. I have to come on everybody else's lives. So I was like on, I'm on Jenna's today. I was on yours yesterday. So
You're
yeah, I
getting
can't
around,
come. I'm like addicted to this. I'm gonna be called a panel whore pretty soon.
right?
Hoeing around, hoeing
Hoeing
around.
I
around.
make my rounds. I only go in places where I love the people. So there you go.
You might have to figure out how Wendy is the human condom. I think I heard something about that because you might
Who?
need a little protection as
Which
you're
Wendy? Wendy
hoeing
V?
around on YouTube.
No,
Oh,
it's
Wendy,
No,
Wendy.
Diana Wendy's Wendy?
Yeah.
he,
Oh.
I popped in just for a second and there was some talk about being a human condom or some
What?
shit.
Can you please tell me what that is, Em? You're the
I don't
expert on this stuff.
I don't
I
really
have no
know, to be
idea.
honest,
Oh
but
my
it was
God.
funny.
That is funny. Yeah, and freaking Wendy can be around for all the panel whores and condom them up.
Well, you heard about that guy that tried to get up on my, well, he did get up on my panel one time, but he had a bald head and his head was like facing me. So I thought it was the head of a penis.
Oh yeah, that was that guy from
I
a
thought it
different
was the head
country,
of a
right?
penis. I thought I
He
was
was
being
a
porned, and I'm sitting there. I'm being porned as we speak, and it's his. Like then he looks up and he's got this mask over his face. I'm like, oh my God! I
now
thought your head was the head of a penis. Oh
that's
my
what you call
God!
a dickhead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
exactly. But I
Yep.
apologize to him because I'm like sitting there saying, but I have been porned. So I guess that's my rite of passage is that I have been porned on YouTube. So
Could you
yeah.
imagine that guy? Like he's probably sitting backstage and Carla's on her panel going, "Oh my God, there's a penis on my panel. There's a
That's what
penis."
she was doing.
And
That
the
She
is
was.
dude is
exact.
probably like,
I'm like,
"What?"
someone's showing me their penis. And I honestly thought it was a penis. And then he looks up and he's got this mask over his face. I'm like,
The
oh my
guy
God, I
the
apologize.
guy probably thought you were like trying to set him up or something and so
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
he was
really,
showing his
seriously.
wiener
And I heard
behind the
someone that,
scenes.
hey, Mandy. Good morning, Mandy. Oh,
Show your
yeah.
face before you come up on my panel. Here,
Yeah.
I'll show you my penis.
I'll show you my penis. Yeah, so that's what they call a dickhead.
Yes.
No, but yeah, so I don't know what a human condom is. I guess it's a bald-headed guy with a condom over his whole body. I guess I don't know.
No
Oh.
clue.
Oh.
But yeah,
Good morning,
I think
Mandy.
we're all making our rounds. It's good though, you
Well,
It
know?
is good.
I
It's
do
good.
lurk and I do listen, but I can't listen to a 4 hour or 6 hour live. Okay. And I know I have long lives sometimes, but I don't expect people to stay in there for 4 hours. But I'll stay in and I'll listen to the gist of what's going on. And if it's too bad, then I just leave and I do my
I
Yeah,
own
can
I
thing,
do
you know.
exciting ones. Like there's sometimes where, there's enough people on panel and it's fun. You guys are
Yeah.
everybody's
The
laughing
fun
and
ones.
joking. I can sit in those ones. But
Yeah.
when it's one person after another just addressing drama, it's too much. It's like, oh, I can't do it for 6 hours.
Well,
No
and I
way.
try to do that on my what I try to do on my panels is have fun, talk
Mhm.
about, top, we never know. Like M said, yours is lame. No, yours was fun because we just
No, it
thought
was
about
fun.
it's like when you go out for coffee with your girlfriends. That's how
Yeah.
I like think, and I love that. So,
I know,
I
'cause
don't think it's
I was
lame.
in one of Ems's other lives, and it was just a chit chat live, and I loved listening, everybody was
Mhm.
laughing, and you guys were just talking about whatever came up. Cause like last night, Carla was like, "So what is your live gonna be about tomorrow morning?" And I'm like,
I don't know.
I
I
have
don't know.
no idea." I said, "I don't
Well,
wanna
and then
do
people ask me,
crime."
well, Carla can't have a, yeah, Carla can't do a live by herself. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I can if I wanted to, but it is way more fun when you have people to, talk to, and
It's
not that I'm not
hard.
talking to the chatters, but when people come up, it's just fun, and
It's
I want to.
hard when you're not when you go live just and you don't have like a set topic. It's hard
Right.
to keep the conversation going when you're by yourself. Like I was saying that yesterday. I went live for just a chit chat. Say hi, check in with everybody. And I was like, it's so hard even though the chat is talking and
Well,
stuff, it's hard to keep it going cuz it feels
M
like you're talking to yourself.
Ems and I were talking about that. And I've made that mistake
Hey,
too.
hang in
I
with
would
Mr.
go
J.
live when I was mad, so I would just sit it up on my live and rant and rave, you know, and it just was not solving anything. And I learned
Right.
that, it's way more fun to have fun than it
Yep.
is to sit there screaming at someone and worrying about something that's not going to change anybody's mind anyways. So,
Yeah.
why beat myself up over bullshit? You know,
I miss
Yeah.
I miss having topics though. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
that's what I have to get back to.
Hmm. Well,
Just
you were supposed to be doing that. Remember that thing you were going to do,
yeah, the Amazon
the
thing, and
the wish
then
list. Yeah,
life got in the
Yeah.
way a little bit.
yeah. But you should
Yeah.
do that because I'm really interested in because I've got
I
some
am too.
things to contribute to that.
Yep,
I
yep,
watch a family on YouTube. It's a
Welcome back,
family,
Amanda.
and what they do is they go on Amazon and they buy like what's the most popular,
yep.
so and they buy a couple of things and they test them out while they're live. And they're like, okay, this is a good one, this is a bad one. Some of them are funny, and I think you would do great with that, Ems. I really do. I think you should do the Amazon thing. I think it would be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of ideas that I have. You know, I just have to set the time out to actually do them. That's the hardest thing
it
because I'm
is.
even even while I'm home, I am constantly doing something. I'm either doing a project, I'm always doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's tough to set that time aside. So I
It
got to get
is.
better at that.
Like Eagle is going to do the penny shopping thing, and I think I'm really interested in that.
That's a
Um,
great idea.
Yeah, that's what
Mandy, who's
Eagle
in
is
here,
doing.
she does like she's very artistic, so she does like um
Crafts.
a lot
She
of
does
crafts.
crafts. She like
That
right now she was working on they look like jewelry boxes, but I don't think they're jewelry boxes, but it was just a plain box and there was two of them. And she decked them all out, painted them, put different designs. They came out amazing. I don't know if they were jewelry boxes, but to me they looked like jewelry boxes. But Mandy, she's always doing something creative on her live.
Yeah.
Like her camera is pointed down on her craft table and she's crafting. And then
Yep.
Eagle doing the penny thing. And I love when you do your makeup,
You-
your
your
makeup
makeup
stuff.
things are
Yeah.
all fun.
Mhm.
Fun for us, but
Just
Yeah.
don't know how to put up
something to
makeup.
do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's nice that when like yesterday was fun. Like I enjoyed it because I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I can hop down anytime. I'm not responsible for a whole live stream, so it's kind of fun for me.
Mandy
I
says I'm making more boxes soon. One of them is gonna have boobies on it.
Ooh, Mandy, you naughty girl.
Hello, honey
misbehaving.
hush.
I've thought about doing stuff like that. There's so many like little hacks and stuff that I have that people, when I talk about it with them, a lot of people have no clue. So I thought about doing stuff like that on
Do
occasion.
you remember, Ems, when you did that live about the mask? Is that what
Yeah,
we're
and it
talking
got
about? And it got taken down
no,
by YouTube?
no,
Didn't it
that's
get taken down?
it did. I got flagged for teaching people how to
It's
make
just like,
homemade masks out of
yeah,
a
it just got
t-shirt.
taken
Are
down like
you kidding
midstream.
me?
No,
No, they
YouTube
when
took it
took it
right
down?
down.
when
Yeah,
COVID first hit and people were having a very hard time getting masks,
Right.
I went on and I just showed them how to make very simple masks out of t-shirts, and it got flagged multiple times.
I don't
Now,
think you even needed to glue it or anything. It was just,
nope,
you
it
could
was
just put
no
it
sew.
together. Yeah, it was just really, easy to
What
put
was their
together.
reason? What did they say was the reason for taking it down? Did they say?
That just that it violated community guidelines, but I think back then, I think they were really flagging the word COVID.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Yep.
It was when YouTube was like super understaffed, so the bots were pretty much, handling stuff
Oh,
like that. And I
I
think
had one taken down for saying good morning to people. I was saying good morning to people all of a sudden. It got taken down and it's like, you violated terms of service. And
One of
so
my
they said if you want to
first
dispute this, you can dispute this. So I sent an email back and said, I object. And then they put it back up. It was
my
4 minutes
very
or
first
something.
live I did, I was at my pool and I was filming the bottom of my pool, like
I
just the bottom,
remember that
yeah, and it got flagged,
because
and
you
I
showed your
disputed it
bikini
because
top or something.
I think what I did was like right before I ended the live, I switched it back up, but I had it on my face, but my shoulders were showing, and you could see
oh gosh,
it just was like the strap of my
You
bathing suit, kind of
shameless
like a tank
hussy.
top, and they flagged it.
Shameless hussy.
But I disputed it, and within seconds it was back up. I was like, I'm
you have
filming my
people on
pool.
you have people on here giving blowies on the freaking,
You're
on
You
their
right.
live
have people
stream and
on
stuff.
here
And
Hmm.
screaming, yelling, doxing, and they take a
yeah,
stream down for making a mask. Like, come on, YouTube. Get a
Exactly.
grip.
Hmm.
Or showing the top of a shoulder. Come on.
Or
in
somebody
in like
whipping
2
out their
weeks.
pickle. Whipping
Yes,
out
that's
their
what I was just
pickle.
gonna say. In
Yeah.
2 weeks, I saw that
Pickle.
man's junk, and I saw him getting some head in the background,
Yes.
like all within a
Really?
2-week period.
Yes.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Go
yes.
yeah,
for it. Where
Yes.
was this?
We'll
Now
tell you
Carla has
later.
to check it out.
yeah.
We'll tell
We'll
you
tell you
later,
later.
but
Okay.
yeah, she did a live and that she was
Oh,
given.
yes, yes, yes. I did see that. I did see
Yep,
that
she
on
thought she
Twitter.
was out of
Hmm.
frame and was
Yeah.
definitely not out of
Yeah.
frame. Isn't that
Hmm.
lovely?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but some people can get away with that stuff, and sometimes I think, how are they getting away with this? Like, how are they?
I
Breaking
don't know.
breaking
I
news, my
think
car
it's
smells
because
amazing.
she puts it like on private so quick, maybe. Because I do
And
notice that. But I would think that it would get flagged immediately and taken down. But it wasn't. But
I
I
don't
know
know.
a lot of her streams, after she's done, she ends up putting them on private. So I don't know if
I need
that's
to
how she
ask
does it.
Jenny. Do you talk to Jenny Jen, Ems?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I need for her to show me how to do those VIP streams. Because those are completely private, and that's what I want to learn how to do.
Isn't there
Right.
like tutorials and stuff
Yeah,
that
there is.
I might, yeah, there might be, but I'm not really gonna.
uh, yeah, I'll ask her how she does them.
Yeah, just ask her
Absolutely.
how she does it if you can.
Yeah, I
I
will.
did ask her, and she said we'll learn together. But I know Miss Effin Wonderful does these VIP streams, and I just thought, well, maybe that's what I'll do one of these days. I'll try and do one because you're supposed to do when you have those membership things. You're supposed to do so many. You're supposed to give your members so many perks, per month.
Mhm. Yep.
So you have to actually
Yes,
do what
hanging
you
with
say
Mr.
you're gonna
J.
do.
This certain creator has gotten away
People
with a
really get away
lot
with
of
things like
things
that.
that you wouldn't think would get away with on YouTube. And they do. And they're still
Yeah.
live to this day. So how
Have you
Ems, I
ever
don't know if you feel
watched?
comfortable. How's school going for your daughter? I know that they had a COVID outbreak. What's going on with that if you don't mind? Is she
So
still doing school?
she's still up there. We didn't think she would be at this point because we were told that they were going to be shutting down. So we thought they were
Correct.
closing the campus. So I
Mhm.
was preparing for her to come home just a few days ago, and what they ended up doing is just canceling all in-person classes. Which, if you remember, she's doing all online for the first semester, so it didn't affect her. But now they're approaching that second number, so they might have to put the kids all into quarantine, which obviously she's going to come home if that's the case.
Right, right.
She's coming home on Friday though, because
Oh, you got to be excited about that. Have you
I am,
seen her
nope,
since
I
she left?
haven't,
No,
no,
other
I've
than
been,
like FaceTime
the,
and stuff, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She turns 18 this weekend. Like,
Wow.
when did that happen?
I know.
My gosh,
I feel
holy
you.
cow.
My son turned 20 in July, and my daughter turned 23 in August, and I'm like, when did
My
that
goodness.
happen? Like it goes by so fast. It's
It
crazy.
really does. It
Mhm.
really does. I think my daughter is homesick right now, and
Oh,
she like she wants to talk to me so much, and I'm thinking, Where was this when you lived here? Like, you hibernated in your fucking bedroom, you
yep.
know, and hardly talk to anyone, and then you get to college and you want to talk all day long. I'm not complaining, I love it,
No,
but I
of
think she's
course.
homesick.
But I think they don't, at that age, they don't realize what they have until they don't have it type thing. And even though she hibernated all the time, she knew she
Yep.
just, could come out and talk to you. And then when you don't have that, I think that's
Hmm.
when they really do get homesick.
She
Yep.
actually told me that last night. She said, now that she is, she has a hallway filled with girls, she said that she appreciates where she came from now.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, my heart just, you
Aw.
know,
It's
you
great
shouldn't
when
say
they
stuff
get
like that.
right, when they get that or say sweet things like that. Yeah, it's nice. It is nice. And then it
Yeah,
makes you miss them even more because when they say something like that through Skype, you just want to reach through the Skype and hug her and,
I know.
kiss her. So I'm happy she's coming home for the weekend. That's
Me
exciting.
too. And I asked her, I said, what do you want for your birthday dinner? And at first she's like, Cheesecake Factory. And I'm like, shit, that's like over an hour away. But okay, we'll go to Cheesecake Factory.
hmm
5 minutes later, she calls me back and says, nah, I've been eating meal plan food for the past, few weeks. I want home cooked food. So we're going to
Yep.
make chili. She requested chili. I'll make, little fancy breakfast each morning. And so we're just
That's
going to stay
funny
home.
because
And
that's what when my niece went to college and she came home for her like first home visit, her mother asked her what she wanted and she's like, you know what, I've been eating oodles and noodles and macaroni and cheese and this and that. I want a home cooked meal. And
see,
that's what
she
they
can't
made.
eat that stuff. So
Oh,
with
they can't.
her, you have to buy a meal plan, which it gives them like X amount of dollars per semester. And they have like actual restaurants on campus. So
Oh, cool.
they have Starbucks, they have Chick-fil-A, they have like everything you could think of on campus. And they have a dining hall. Um, So it's basically like takeout pretty much, though,
See, my
unfortunately.
my niece went to like a college out in the sticks. It was literally out in the sticks. All they had was the cafeteria hall. They didn't have like
Yep,
restaurants on, and she would have to literally drive like 45 minutes. But her mom loved it because she wasn't near the limelight. She liked that the college she picked was out in the woods because she didn't have to
yeah.
worry about her as much because nobody wanted to drive, so she
It's
felt
the
safer.
exact opposite for her. I mean,
Uh,
it's school
She's
she's
right in that
attending is
line.
huge. It's like one of the biggest in our state, and um, I mean, there's like everything you could think of to do up there. So it just sucks because of COVID. You know, many student activities are shut down right now.
Wow.
So it's a tough go for her. This is not how we expected, the first year of
Yeah,
college
no,
to go.
course not. Course not. I don't think anybody expected all of this, and like I was saying in the beginning of my life, I just feel so bad for all you parents, you're paying for them to go to college, and that's expensive in itself, and you feel like they're not getting the full experience because of this. And then I feel bad for the parents that have underage children and they have to work, but their kids can't
Yeah,
go to school, or if they're in school, it's homeschooled. And a lot of parents don't know the first thing about homeschooling, so they're
yep.
even more stressed because they're trying to work and make sure their kids doing their schoolwork. It's just a crazy year. I can't wait for this year to be over, to be
It's
honest.
been a blessing that I got laid off, and I know that's a terrible thing to say, but it's
Mm.
been a little bit of a blessing because could you imagine all of
Oh,
these things happening and me, at the radio
juggling a
station
full,
still?
yeah,
I mean,
juggling a full-time job? No way.
yeah, that would have
Mm-mm.
been so hard.
It
So I'm
would have.
sort of glad that I got laid off. I've been able to focus on, getting her off to college and then the stuff with my husband. It's been good that I've been off.
Right. And how is he doing? I know you don't want to touch, but is he doing well?
So if you asked me 2 days ago, I would have said, yeah, he's doing great. Like he seems so much better. And yesterday and today, it's not been quite as good.
Oh,
But
yeah, that's tough. It
I
seems
actually just
like
got a
it's a
text
day by
message.
day.
Yes, and that's exactly what it is. Like it seems like things can change just overnight. I just
Yeah.
got a text message from him, and he communicates with his doctor like via email,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll send me screenshots of different replies or whatever. And
Right.
so it does look like he's in pretty good communication with them, but we're ready to get the show on the road with this next part. So
Yeah. And
get it done.
when does the next part start? Hopefully soon, right?
Yeah, like next week.
Oh,
Yep.
good. Good, good,
Yep.
good.
They gave him a little bit of time to recover and um, you know,
But the surgery went well and
yeah,
everything like that. Good, good.
surgery went great. Actually, there was no complications. The only complication he had a difficult time coming off the oxygen,
Mm-hmm.
um, which could be for,
Many
many different things.
right. I
Yep.
mean, that's where they were, was
Yep.
in it,
So
right.
yeah, so they, it took many tries to get him off the oxygen, but aside from that, I mean, it went great.
Good.
It went really good. They were able to pull the big one out fully intact. Um, so then they could really get a good look at it, and I mean, couldn't have asked for a better surgery. It went really good.
That's awesome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And I just hope that, everything just continues to go well. But like you said, it's every day it can change. Like you said, every day it's like day to day, And
The breathing stuff is concerning because we get told so many different things, and we were told that what was actually happening was that mass was like basically compressing, which was causing compression, which was causing the breathing issues. So he got out of the hospital, and he wasn't active though, so he was just recovering, and he had said that wow, I really do think it's helped the breathing. And I heard it too. He wasn't gasping, none of that. So he went back to work yesterday, which is the stupidest thing he could have done,
Mm-hmm.
but he needed to go back yesterday. Um, and now he's being a little bit more active, and the breathing stuff is right back. So that
Ah,
sucks.
good morning, Charlie Girl says. Yeah, that does stink, and I would be so nervous because, he's still recovering, so to speak, from the surgery. And then with the pandemic that's going on, I'd be so worried. But like you said, he had to go back to work, and that stinks.
And he's like going to be right in the thick of where these cases could end up. And
Yeah, and
I
his
think, I mean,
immune system is already low enough. So
well,
you,
and he has masses in his lungs, like right
right.
now. So if he got COVID, think of what that does to your lungs. I think it would take him out. I
Uh,
really believe it would take
mhm.
him out.
Yeah, because my cousin he lives in Texas and he ended up getting COVID. And he got it really, really, really bad. And he made it through and recovered, but now he has long-term effects in his
Yep.
lungs due to the
Mhm.
COVID. Then they
Yep.
said that it might never, ever go away. Like it literally it scarred his lungs from having
Yeah.
COVID. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's
I don't
horrible.
think his lungs could handle it.
No way. No. Mm-mm, I
I
don't
think
think
that it
so
would be
either.
a really bad situation, which is, in my mind, you
The
know,
worst.
take him, go off on disability. He could go off on disability right now. I mean, it totally could do it,
Yeah,
and he won't. He won't do it.
that's a
Ugh,
tough one. And that's frustrating for you. I can only imagine how frustrating it is for you because men are so stubborn and so thick-headed
yeah,
and they don't feel manly unless they're providing and working for their family. But as a wife, we are more protectors and we want
yeah,
to protect and make him heal correctly and be as safe as possible. So I can only imagine how hard it is for you to try to want him to be able to take that time and
yeah.
him
And it
being
would only be
stubborn.
temporary. Yeah, it
Right.
would just be temporary. I mean, maybe 6 weeks, even maybe 12 weeks. Whatever it
Yeah.
is, just
Yeah.
enough to where he can get his treatments going and not have to worry about, work, and his phone is constantly going off. So
Mhm.
I just think he needs to focus on this initial, health stuff, get this under
Uh,
control.
Right.
And
And do you think maybe he might change his mind if he because I'm sure he's going to go in and get basically told exactly what it is, exactly the game plan, and some are more not like meaning they go to treatments a lot more than normal. So, do you think maybe that might convince him to once he hears his
well,
schedule for that?
they've already told us all of that.
They already told you the schedule.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they've told us, how it's going to go. And
Mhm.
uh I think it's
Yeah.
a wait and see thing. I think
Yeah.
he's going to be very surprised at how shitty he's going to feel. And
Mhm.
that might be, I mean, if he's unable to work, that's different. So
Right.
we'll see. We'll see how
Yeah.
it goes
Yeah. Well,
day by day.
we're all thinking of you guys, and you have been in our thoughts and our prayers every step of the way. All of us have been praying, and every day Carla has been going live and letting everybody know to
Yeah,
pray for you, and we're
and
all
that's
here
sweet.
for you guys. We're all here
That's
for
sweet.
you.
It sucks. I mean,
It
you guys
does.
see, like, oh my gosh, like
I know.
sometimes, bleh,
Mhm.
Jesus. Anyway, how
Mhm.
about those Yankees? How about
Yeah,
those Yankees?
right?
How about those
Exactly.
Yankees? How about those Yankees?
I
So
gotta mute for a second,
how
guys.
many
I'll be
coffee
right
cups do
back.
you have now, Em?
Oh my gosh, I should post a picture. I bet you I have
You should. You should just
a
display
100,
them.
maybe.
Really? That many?
Yeah,
Oh God.
yeah. There's a lot.
Have you ever broken
Yeah.
one that you really, really love?
No, I've never
I
broken
break
really.
mine all
Have
the
I?
time.
What's your coffee cup say this morning, Ems?
I'm using the one Ginger sent me. The dumpster fire cup.
Dumpster fire cup.
Yes. It
Oh,
hang on, I gotta go get it. It's a dumpster and it has a fire happening in it and it says 2020 and it says it's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Because 2020 burning up.
oh
How true
no.
is that, man?
Right? I love all your
Speaking of
coffee cups.
coffee, there's a freaking bug in my coffee. What the heck?
Oh.
I gotta make more coffee.
Ruined her whole cup. The whole cup
Oh,
is
I
ruined.
hate when a fly is
Yeah.
flying around and lands in your coffee, and it's like, I gotta dump this whole cup now. Damn it.
That's what just happened. Yeah, it's like a little gnat. And I
Yes,
think
I
I
got
know.
fruit. I get. I don't know what it is, but a couple of weeks ago I got invaded by fruit flies, which I hate because I have a well, so they
Yep.
come through my sink and everything. And no matter what I do, I put baking soda down there, vinegar down there, anything. I even went online to see little tricks and they said get a cup and put saran wrap around the cup and
Yep,
poke little
poke
holes and
holes. Put some
put the
wine in there even.
yeah, yes. And it worked for a
It
minute,
does.
but then they went away. And I haven't had them for a couple of weeks. And then this morning, I woke up to go to the sink to give the dogs water, and sure enough, I have them again. I'm like, what the heck?
I have bananas sitting out, so I'm sure it's my own fault.
Oh,
I'm
I know.
sure of
That's
it.
what the flies come from here is bananas.
And I
That's the
think that's
banana
where
tree.
it comes, yeah, because we had a cookout this weekend, and I bought a bunch of vegetables to like make a salad and stuff. So I had like we did a fruit salad and then we did a vegetable salad. So I'm the same way. I have bananas sitting out and stuff, and I'm wondering if that's why. I bet you that's why.
That probably is.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't
So
be surprised.
I want to tell you guys something. Yesterday I went to Dollar General. If you guys have a Dollar General in your
Yeah,
area,
like
I
down the
got
street.
pajamas. All of their clothes is like half off after half off and then like another percentage off. So they're not going to be marked. But I think I got like 10 pairs of pajamas and I didn't pay over like $1.25 for each set.
Wow.
So yes, I stocked up and I got the cutest little leggings. I got all kinds of things and I spent next to nothing. So I
You
only,
were talking
yes,
to Eagle,
that's
weren't
why I
you?
went down there. Yes, that's why I went.
I
I
know.
didn't get
That's
any.
gonna be
I
that.
didn't get
I mean,
penny stuff, but
her
I got
channel
some
is
great
gonna be
deals.
so helpful to people because a lot of us don't think about that. I'll just pay full price for everything. I just don't look at the price tags. But I'm gonna start because I do go to the Dollar General a lot. I know people say, "Oh, you shop at the Dollar General." They have some nice stuff. They have nice underwear even there. They have nice
Well, they're
socks.
jammies. Like, I
And
mean, come on, pajamas. Like, you can't really fuck those up too bad.
hey, I'm not too good for that stuff. I'm
I'm a
not.
pajama nut. So if I can get a pair of pajamas for $1, like the shirt and the bottoms, how can you beat that? You can't.
That was the tops and bottoms?
Yeah, it's a set. Like right now, I'm wearing a pair of them. They're orange and very bright. I'm sure that they're summer pajamas,
They're
but it's like a
pajamas, though.
t-shirt.
Who cares?
Yeah, t-shirt and comfy pants, and they fit perfectly. And they were $1. Love it.
That's
Wow.
awesome. And
Now,
Jason, you
guess
know
where
it.
I'm
I would
going
just
after this.
I would just
Guess
pull
where
the
I'm
bug
going.
out and continue drinking. You're right. I am a country girl.
Guess where I'm going after this?
Where are you going?
Dollar
To the
General.
Dollar General.
You're going to Dollar General to get some
Yeah.
PJs?
Yeah.
Carla, mine were not marked. I knew they were going to be at least half off, but I didn't know that they were going to be additional
Still, if they're
off
even if
until
they're
I got to the register.
wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
That is awesome. Can't
But
beat a
speaking
buck. You can't beat a
speaking
buck.
oh, I know. Speaking about mugs though, someone in the chat was talking about this. My favorite one, and I've showed this one before. I just got it recently. It is this beautiful pink and purple mug. It's a white mug with like pink and purple flowers on it. It is gorgeous. And in beautiful cursive writing, it says, "Eat a bag of dicks." I love it. You
I
just don't
think you told
expect.
us that before.
Yes, that's still my
Your
favorite
eat a
one.
bag of dicks
I love
mug.
it. Because you
I
don't
love that
expect such
too.
a pretty cup to say something so vulgar.
Oh, you know what?
And
If you were mad at someone and they were there, you could just pull up your mug and just take a drink out of it. Can you read between the lines? That's
yeah,
cute.
I have some interesting mugs, that's for sure.
That's what you were known for, was your
I
coffee mug.
know. Yeah,
Like
cup
you
of
were
the
YouTube
day.
famous for that.
I got to start doing that again, you know?
Yeah,
I,
let's get
I,
well,
I
you have
have
to
to.
get into the routine.
People, right. People wonder why my channel is called M's the Dog's Gonna Bark. Garbage Man's here. No, it's not. It's not garbage night. Who is this? Oh, great. The dogs are really going to flip out. It's our gas being delivered. Ugh.
Ah,
Um, I can't even remember oh, people ask why my channel name is M's Coffee Combos. And if they haven't been around, they have no idea, what I used to do. So no, you're not going to come out here barking. Goodbye,
We
dogs. Goodbye.
I think you were one of the few first channels that I subbed to. I used to go in there,
Oh,
you know. I used to go in there. I was a nobody. I was just a
and
nobody.
but then I, got wrapped up in drama and my channel became, the morning psychopath channel.
It's
And
easy to happen. It's so easy to get
yeah,
wrapped up in
yeah,
that. But then and when you get away from it, you're just like it's like a load is off you because you don't feel like you need to defend yourself. You're done with all that, you know? It's silliness. But we have to learn. I think it's our rite of passage. We
it
have to
is.
learn. And
You're
it's a
right.
hard lesson to learn, but we all have to learn it. So,
And that's why when new people come into this community and if they have like mess ups in the beginning, I do try to, give them a little bit of a pass because when you first come here, you're so tempted to try to defend yourself on everything. And,
God.
you know, don't, if I could give any advice, don't judge people like on their first few months. Like, really try to give them a chance to not be so green on here. Because I
Yeah.
guarantee you that,
It's
you'll
so
start
easy to
seeing the real them after a while.
and it's so easy to get sucked into saying, "Oh God, I can't stand this person." But when you're constantly attacked, when you're new, I'm talking about when you're new, when you're you've had your channel for a while, you just it comes with the territory. But when you're new, you feel like you have to hop on it every panel or you have to go live every time your nose is out of joint, and you
Yep,
don't. But
yep.
you
And
have to learn I had to learn for myself the hard way. Like I got a lot of
certain
hot.
things used to hurt my feelings so bad. Like the weirdest things, like little comments would get made by trolls or whatever, and they would hurt my feelings so bad. And now I'm just like, eat a bag of dicks. Eat two of them while you're at it.
Yeah, me too. Like things would bother me that really don't affect me anymore. Just because I know I have surrounded myself with such great people now that I know who I am. You know who you are and who your friends are. You don't
Yep.
have to try, you know, and they'll show you who they are. And everybody and Misdemeanor says all the time, when someone shows you who they really are, believe it
I
and
struggle with
stay
that
away from them.
though. I lately, especially the past few weeks, I have been more confused on this platform than ever. Like you feel like you make the right decisions on people, or you think you're spot on, and then the very next week you can feel totally different.
Yeah, I agree with you because a girl came into my, and I'm not going to say who it was or her screen name or anything, but she came in my channel and I had this really dislike for her because she had said things about me. She came into my channel out of the blue and said, I want to apologize to you for anything I've ever said. Totally turned me, turned my whole idea about who she was over.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, if someone's that good that they can come into my channel, apologize to me, because I'll apologize for my bad behavior. And I've had some really bad behavior. But if someone can do that, I'm not going to, not accept their apology or say you can go to hell or, yeah,
Right.
I'm pretty good at forgiving. I'm a pretty forgiving person. So,
I think my biggest thing is I'm easily convinced of things, and that's a terrible thing. But if if there's something that happens and someone fires up a live and they're very convincing on their point of view, I can be easily swayed, and that is not a good thing on here. And I'm just now realizing that. Like,
I think
you,
you have to look at both sides. I really do. Like
yeah,
you could, but I struggle with that too because you'll hear one side and think, "Oh, that's right," and then you'll hear the other side and think, "Well, they have a point too." So I
yeah.
try not to judge. Yeah, I try not to judge anyone. I just try to stay out of it. I don't
Well, that's
insert myself. Inserting yourself in any kind of drama or any kind of thing, it will only come back to bite you in the butt. So just don't. My advice would be don't insert yourself.
right.
I've done it and it's stupid and it's come back to bite me in the butt. And
I just
I
can't
know
judge
you've
so
done it too.
fast.
Yeah.
That is my biggest thing that I need to work on. I cannot be quick to judge because I might be judging off what,
Based on
other
not
people are saying.
accurate, right? Not accurate
Yeah,
information. You could be judging by assuming, like, or by somebody else's point of view. They might view it a different way than you would do it. So I always say, I try to stay out of anything that doesn't have to do with me. And if I do want a judgment, I try to go right to the source and ask,
hmm,
or I watch for my own self, because I don't know how many lives people have watched and have come to me and said something, and it wasn't necessarily wrong, but they viewed it completely different than how when I listened to it. Do you get what I'm saying?
well, Jenna, take me for example. And I'm not going to go into details on this, but there was something that happened last fall, actually a year ago, actually, probably almost exactly a year ago. And I went on my channel and I was so sure about what I was saying. I was so sure, Jenna. I like would have betted money that I was right about this. And
I
I
know
was,
exactly what you're
yes,
talking about. Yep.
I
I
thought
remember
I
that.
was 100% accurate in what I was saying. There wasn't any doubt in my mind, and I was wrong.
Yep.
And if that can happen to me, how many other people is that happening to? And how many people are judging based off misinformation? I mean,
Mm-hmm. Or
how
assumption,
often does that
right?
happen?
Assumption, misinformation. It's really hard. It's hard to be on here, because same like you said, you got up on your live, you were very confident, you were, straight to the point, and then find out a couple months later that you were
I was
way off the
so
mark, but
wrong.
you thought you were completely right because you were doing your own type
Yeah.
of investigation or whatever, and you were getting information from people. But I'm telling, it's weird because some people perceive things differently than you might perceive them. Yeah.
Yeah. I had
Mm-hmm.
even other eyes on this just to make sure that I wasn't misjudging the situation. And everyone came to the same conclusion. I mean,
Yeah.
there
Yeah,
wasn't
yours was
any
a little
doubt.
tougher though, too. I mean, your, you had where it looked like concrete proof, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So it was
and it
hard
wasn't.
not to say it wasn't true because in the way you looked at it or other people's eyes were looking at it, it looked like concrete proof and it wasn't.
That's why I
It's
don't put
hard.
things out. Like
Hmm.
I'm so picky now on what I repeat to other people. Um, I just it's so much easier for me just to keep my mouth shut on things I hear and say nothing. It's so much easier.
It is. It really is. I just try not to get involved. I
You
just
know
do
what
my
makes me
own
sad though?
thing. I
What really
mean,
makes me sad is when I see friends pitted against friends. It really makes me sad. It bothers me
Yeah,
because I
I've
don't
been
want to
through
see
that.
people hurt. And when your friends, okay, it's one thing when people that you don't know very well hurt you and talk shit on you, but when your friends do, or people
Hmm.
that you thought were your friends, that hurts. I don't care who you are.
right, because that's
It
been most
hurts
of your
more.
experiences, Carla, is that,
It's been,
you
yeah,
had friends that you
I
really thought
thought
were friends
I
hurt
did, and I
you.
really
So
did.
that stinks too. I mean, we've all have our own stories on here, our own things that has made us grow, that have made us be more
But
leery, more,
on the other hand, then I know who to trust now. Like I
you
know
know,
what I
it
can
was
trust.
definitely thought I would go onto YouTube and have a learning experience. Do you get what I'm saying? I thought I would go
Yeah.
onto
Uh-huh.
YouTube and it would be fun and that would be it. But really, it's for me, I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot, you know,
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy to me because when I first came onto YouTube, I didn't even know there was live streams. When
yeah,
I
me
first came
either.
onto YouTube,
I
I
didn't
just
either.
thought there was videos being uploaded, and you just
Hmm.
went on and watched videos. And like everybody else, Chris Watts blew up, and that's when
Oh,
I first realized, oh, there's really lives that go on and people can interact and I'm like, oh, this is going to be so much fun.
right.
I'm going to get to know people and stuff and
Little
god.
bit. Oh, I had
But
no idea. I thought Facebook was bad at times. Like I would be in these groups and I would see that. I would see fighting in groups, not like on video or, not people going on video or anything. And I thought that was pretty bad. But then when I came on here and started seeing certain channels that were really, really bad, I was like, holy cow,
I've I've
how do they
never
get
done
away with that?
Facebook groups, so this was my first experience
Oh, I did.
at.
I started doing them during the Jodi Arias trial.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I was always in Facebook groups. And then with Chris Watts, that's how I found YouTube, was through a Chris Watts group on Facebook. And then I started following, people's
I
channels that were,
I found it through Marissa initially, and then I started watching Leanna, I believe. I think because of that whole situation, what they were going through at that time, and it's just
I think,
been
Mhm.
downhill since there. No, I'm
I
just
think that's
kidding.
what we do though. We start watching one channel and they talk about someone, another creator, and then we go over there out of curiosity and find that channel, and then out of curiosity, and they talk about another creator, then you go to that channel. I'm,
Yep.
you know,
I mean, I think I was because even on Facebook, I never got into communities. I never got into like Facebook groups or
Me
anything like
either.
that. When I was on Facebook, it was to talk to friends and family, and
Hmm.
post pictures and stuff. I didn't even know that they had like Facebook groups until I came on. I was so naive to everything, like
Yep.
I didn't, when people were talking about Facebook groups, I'm like, what is a Facebook group? They're like
Hmm.
groups on Facebook, and
let's
I
talk,
know this person from that, and we fought, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wow,
You
I
just
was
get
just so
so
naive.
wrapped up in it. YouTube
Yeah,
was creeping into my real life and messing with it like pretty
yeah.
hardcore. And it's because it was in my brain so much. And I had to really check myself and my family will always come before this shit.
Yeah.
And it almost became, like an addiction at first. And it was not good. I mean, it affected every aspect of my life. And now looking back, like, I think that's so silly, but happens to a lot of people when they first get on here.
Oh, it does. And my husband would say, my husband doesn't get it at all. He just like, he wants nothing to do with YouTube. He just doesn't get it. He like, I don't, because I don't watch, my TV isn't even on during the day. I'm on YouTube all day, but not watching drama. Now it's watching, my tiny house videos, because you can find anything on YouTube. Folks,
Yeah.
there is so much on YouTube that you can find that's interesting. There's DIY videos galore. And I'm really getting into that too. Like,
See,
okay,
I was never a big TV person to begin with. But really recently I've pulled away from YouTube so much that I've actually been watching my Fire Stick again, watching Netflix, watching series, watching TV with my husband, because I literally just pulled myself away. I needed to
Yeah.
pull myself away.
Yeah,
And
me
that's
too.
what I've done. And I've upset people and I've hurt people by my choices of pulling away. And I know that they might not understand it right now. And it doesn't mean I don't care. It doesn't mean that they did anything. It doesn't mean that I don't care for the friendships I've created. But for me, and nobody else, and the only person I can watch out for is myself, I had to pull away. And I know there's people that might watch this or are listening, and their feelings are hurt. And I
Yeah.
feel horrible that their feelings are hurt. But
But at the end,
my
of
choices
the
had
day,
nothing to do with them. It was for
right.
me, for my sanity, for everything that I'm going through at home and with myself, and to add YouTube onto it, I just couldn't. So I separated, and I feel bad that I might have hurt people, but I didn't want to. That's why
Right.
and it just stinks. It just stinks.
Yep.
well, we've
You
all
got to
gone
do,
through it.
though, what you
You
got to
do.
do.
You
You
have to
do.
do what's good for you. And people said to me, like, I've had people come to me, well, you're not a good friend. You can't keep a friendship. Well, yeah, but I don't display my friendships, okay?
Right,
They know,
right.
my friends know who they are. I don't have to come up here and say, oh, this is my BFF and that's my BFF. And I know this one, I know, well, I did make a video, but that's different. But, they know who they are. And I know who I can trust now. I've
Yeah.
learned my lesson. But then I don't say, actually, the people that I talk to now, we don't really talk about YouTube. We talk about everything but YouTube, to be honest
Well,
with you.
we were talking paint this morning. Like,
Paint and
paint.
pajamas
I
and,
know.
you know,
What
what
our
everybody's
dogs were
wearing. Like
doing.
if
And
someone screenshotted that, they would be saying, these women have the
I
most
know.
boring Discord ever. Like, wow. They talk about nothing. Like
But that's
yeah,
the best.
it
Like,
is.
I
It's like getting to,
I had that friendship with two other people, where we just talked about, a little bit of nothing. And I think that's how you know when you're genuinely starting to develop real friendships. It's when, you know, you are bonding over things that you're not hate bonding, I should say.
yeah. Yeah, that's a good word for it, hate bonding. Hate bonding, I think it's very unhealthy. I think
Yep.
it's unhealthy physically and mentally.
Well,
Like,
the friendships don't last. And
mm-mm,
from what I see,
no.
if you develop a friendship based off of hate, chances are, when the hate starts to settle down, you're going to realize you don't have much in common with that person.
Well, here's the thing with Ginger. I'll use an example. It's Ginger Lock's mom. Ginger Lock's mom and me were friends. We've been friends for probably a year and a half now.
Yep.
She was a real diehard MGL supporter. I was into Laura. I was pro Laura. But
Mm-hmm.
yet we were okay.
Set
We
it
just
aside.
never talked about, I never talked about MGL to her. Well, every
Yep.
once in a while I'd say, well, something. But she never talked about Laura to me. But we still had a great friendship. I go into her lives. I was a wrench in her chat. I think I still am.
Yep.
But that's a real friendship to me. You can have a disagreement, but you can still be friends.
Yep. Yep. It's the word friend is used very loosely on here. And I think, I don't know, like I said, over the past few weeks, I have been so confused. So confused. And when I get like that, I know it's better for me to step back and think, why? Why is my head being messed with? It's a personal thing.
Amanda wants a link. Amanda Ray.
Oh, I've never talked to Amanda Ray
Oh
on
my
a
God,
panel.
she's a sweetheart.
Awesome.
Yeah, she was
Aw,
on my panel one day.
she is sweet. She's very sweet.
She's a very, very sweet girl.
I will always
And
say that there is definitely more good people in this community than bad.
that's what I told my
You,
husband.
yeah,
He says,
you
"Why
just
do you
gotta
do
weed
this
them
to
out.
yourself?" I don't know if your husband's ever said that. My husband said to me, when I would get upset and, like it would be about YouTube, he'd say, "Why do you do this to yourself?" I'd say, because for every one person that's nasty, there's 50 that are really good, kind, nice people. So
My husband won't hear it, so we have a general agreement to where we
you don't
just
talk about,
never. Nope.
yeah.
No, he wants to
He
hear
doesn't get
nothing
YouTube either.
about it. Yeah, I do think though that he does watch some stuff based on some things that he says. So he does watch, but he
Hi,
doesn't want to hear
Amanda.
anything about
Thank you,
any
honey.
drama.
Hush. Hey,
Good
Amanda.
morning.
Look at you, pretty girl.
How are you guys?
Good
Good. How are you?
morning.
Hi. Oh, you guys. I'm playing hooky.
You playing
Oh,
hooky?
again? This
Yeah.
is the second time you're playing hooky.
I know. I haven't had a day off in since the pandemic, I guess.
Wow.
Because I work in the medical field, so we've been
That's
busy.
crazy. I bet. I bet.
Yeah. But I'm going to start at 10.
Has it been making you nervous, or are you pretty much, has enough time gone by where you're comfortable again?
Well, I see a lot of things, so I wouldn't say I'm comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think there's an end in sight.
Hopefully.
I just don't know when it will be. I encourage
I'm
everybody to
nervous
get a flu
about the
shot.
fall. Yeah,
I just got
that's what I was
one.
just gonna
I
say.
got one the other day. I got a
Good
flu
girl.
shot, my
Good
husband and
girl.
I. Shauna
Everyone
said, if one
knows
more of you
that
bitches come on panel looking like a model, I'm leaving.
Oh, stop.
Shauna.
everyone knows that I will never skip the flu shot ever, ever,
Yeah,
ever
you got it
again.
bad. Guys. You got
Yes.
it bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
Ugh.
So the flu
Yeah.
shot will always be something I always do now. Watch. I'll get the flu shot and I'll probably get the damn flu again.
You'll
You
get
watch.
sick in like 6 days.
I better knock on wood. I don't have any wood around me. It's all
Do it
freaking metal.
twice.
What the heck?
Knock on wood twice.
The only after effect I got from the flu shot was my arm was sore for a couple days. But other than
Yeah.
that, I'm glad I got it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the
it's
trick
done.
is to not be tense when you get that shot. You have to be loosey goosey.
Yeah.
It won't hurt later.
I probably was tense because I don't really like needles. So
Yeah, people generally get tense when they see a doctor anyway.
that's true.
White coat
My blood
syndrome.
pressure is always high when I go to the doctor's. He'll take my blood pressure before I go in. He does this now, and then he'll take it when I leave, and my blood pressure always goes down.
Yeah,
It's always
because you're
before.
anxious. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
anxious. Definitely.
That's why there's a term for it. Like when I say white coat syndrome, like that's a real thing. That's what they call it.
Absolutely it is.
I hate going. Like I get anxious and I get irritated. I don't know if it's the waiting or what, but
I think it's the waiting.
Oh my gosh. There's been times that I've wanted to freaking throat punch My damn dog is digging up my plants again. What the heck? I hear, oh my gosh, Lucy, you guys,
She
like
doesn't like
all my
whatever you have
mulch
in
is, I wish I could turn my camera on. You should see it. Oh my gosh. I gotta
Oh,
get
I
off
would love
here.
that.
She's gonna drag this
Okay.
shit to my house
Yeah.
now.
It was nice to meet you.
Ah, nice to meet you too, love.
Have a good day.
You too. I'll be in chat. Ah, bye.
Bye.
So what's up, Amanda?
Not much. I didn't sleep very much.
Everybody's saying that today. Everybody didn't sleep much.
Yeah, I think I slept like 3 hours
Oh
for no
no.
reason. Like, very strange. But yeah, I've been reading chat and everyone's kind of saying the same thing.
What are they saying? Oh yeah,
Like that they just
about they're
couldn't
not
sleep, you
sleeping.
know?
Well, we went into Discord this morning and they were saying, I didn't sleep. I didn't say I slept like crap last night.
Mhm.
I'm like, I slept like a baby.
Yeah,
Just went to sleep and slept like a baby all night.
lucky
So,
you.
yeah, that's what
I am
I heard.
envious.
I missed everything last night. So his M comes up and she goes, What's human condom? I said, I don't know. I just remember that guy trying to come up on my panel and he was
Oh.
bald and I saw the top of his head and I thought it was a penis. And I'm like, oh my God, someone's trying to show me his penis. And it was a guy with a bald head. And then he puts his head up and he's got a mask on. I'm like, oh my God, I feel so
Oh my
embarrassed.
gosh. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. And then he goes, no, it's just me. And then he got, I was so apologetic that I said, I'm so sorry. I thought it was a penis. It was the top of your head.
Oh, Carla, you crack me
So
up.
rude. I know, it's so rude. Yesterday too. I mean, I go to the store in the morning. I went to the store in the morning and I'm sitting there trying to get in I leave the store. I'm trying to get in my car door is staying locked and I'm hitting the keys. All of a sudden behind me, I hear wrong car.
Oh,
I'm trying to get into my car was parked behind it.
oh my
Exactly the
gosh.
same car. I
I've
mean,
done
what's
that.
the chances?
I've
Same
done
color.
that.
Yeah, some guy was walking by me and said, I've done that.
Yeah, I've done that. And like I actually opened this person's car door. It wasn't locked. Like
Oh,
I
really?
hit my blooper, you know, and I opened the back door to put some groceries in and all this crap's back there. I was like, what? And I was like, oh my gosh, this isn't mine.
Did you hear Nanya's story?
No, I had my kids with me. They're like, Mom, oh my God.
She actually went into a car and sat down in the car.
Oh.
And it wasn't the right car.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my God, I would die. I would have died if my keys would have opened his door because the lights kept going on. You know how it goes, they go on when you're unlocking your door? They kept going on and then I try to unlock it and it wouldn't open. I'm like, why is my car door not? I'm panicking because I'm thinking, how the hell am I going to get home? My car door's not opening. It won't unlock. I thought it was some kind of glitch.
Oh
I know it was the wrong car, but whatever.
That is so funny.
I know.
Oh my God.
That's how I started my day up yesterday.
Oh, good day. Good day.
Yeah, it was a good day yesterday. So, like today, like I'm just lounging around. I'm just being lazy.
Yeah,
so.
you're not host today.
No. So, and it gives me that middle of the week time to just do nothing. So
Right.
it's kind of nice little break in between.
Yeah.
But I'll be on tomorrow morning, bright and early. Like
I like having Jenna on Wednesdays.
Aw.
Oh, I do too.
This is your second one, right?
Yes, this is my second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she asked me, she said,
I like it too.
She goes, if I'm not saying good morning by 7, call me. So I had her number and I was just getting ready to call her and she goes, good morning. I'm like, oh yay. She said, because I didn't feel like. And then she says, oh, I didn't sleep with prop last night and I have to do this and this today. And I'm like, are you sure you're up for going live? And she goes, oh yeah. And I said, oh, thank God, because I didn't feel like doing one today.
Yeah, she'll stick with it. You're doing good, Jenna.
Thank you.
Yes,
it's a nice chat, just like Carla's. It's a very nice chat.
Yeah,
It is. I try to keep it nice. I try to make it so everybody can come in, everybody's welcome, and I try to make it so, everybody's welcome, and
well,
I've always had my lives like that.
and I didn't want it to be different. I wanted it to be the same. And she said, "I'll do exactly what you do. I'll just come on in the mornings and that." And because I say, like 5 days a week was getting like
Too
a
much.
lot for me, and
Yeah.
like I couldn't get stuff because sometimes I end up with 4 hour lives, and
Yep.
then I don't get a lot of stuff done. So I say, I
Yeah.
was thinking about taking, and I said, but I feel bad because people enjoy coming in the morning. She goes, "Well, I'll do a day for you." I said, "Oh, great," because then she'll come on at the same time. So it's not like anything's changing. It's still staying the same. It's just, and it's the same kind of chat. Like
It has the
the
same
same.
feel. It does.
Yeah,
It
it
definitely
does.
has the same feel.
Yeah.
Yes. But I'm sorry, but my daughter just texted me and her and the baby need to get picked up. So I have to go. Because
okay.
I wasn't supposed to pick her up, but the person that was supposed to pick her up, I guess they're having car trouble. And so she's stuck and she needs me to pick her up. So I hate to end it, but I have to go get her because family comes first. So I gotta
Absolutely.
get her.
Definitely.
Well,
So
thank you.
Okay.
thank
Well,
you.
Amanda,
Definitely
you come
come
out.
on next
Yeah.
Wednesday if you're around, Amanda. I'm
Or
sorry
come
to
up on
cut
my
it short.
panel. You're always welcome on my panel too. So
Thank
everybody,
you.
you guys all have a great
Have a
day.
great
Thank you for
day.
coming in. Thank you for being respectful. Thank you to the mods for dropping the links. Thank you,
Yes.
Amanda, for coming up. I love you guys. I love you. Mean it. I'll
Have a
see you in
good
the
one.
morning.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
All right, everybody. Sorry to cut it short. Like I said, family comes first, and I have to run out and get my daughter and my granddaughter. So I hope you guys all have a fabulous Wednesday. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you could hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, I'd really appreciate it. Everybody stay healthy, stay happy, stay you. Thank you, guys. Bye.